Good afternoon. It is 2:59. I'm Joseph Bonanno, live from the 104.5 The Zone Studios. The 2025 SEC Media Days heads to Atlanta next week as coaches and players around the league preview the 2025 season. Student-athlete attendees were announced today, and the Vols will be bringing junior linebacker Arian Carter, senior tight end Miles Kitzelman, and senior defensive tackle Bryson Eason. Vanderbilt is bringing junior outside linebacker Randon Fontenette, junior defensive back Martell Height, and graduate quarterback Diego Pavia. Only 5 SEC schools are not bringing a quarterback to media days, including Tennessee, Kentucky, Texas A&M, Missouri, and Alabama. In other news, Georgia Tech is hiring Tennessee Senior Deputy Athletics Director and Chief Revenue Officer Ryan Alpert as the school's newest director of athletics to an initial 5-year contract. Alpert was one of Danny White's top assistants. For your foundation repair and whatever needs you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Yo, what up, Nashville? 3HL is on the air. Britt Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Hope you're having a great Tuesday. 3HL is presented by Ferguson Home. Bring your vision to Ferguson Home, where it all comes together. FergusonHome.com. Dawn Davenport is here, y'all.
What up, y'all?
What's
what day
happening?
is it? Tuesday. Happy Tuesday.
What's happening, Babsy?
Not much. Not much.
The player list is out for SEC Media Days.
Yep.
We have that for you. Also, Jeremy Fowler from ESPN asked league executives, coaches, and scouts to rank each NFL position, coming up with a top 10 list at each position. It is list season. Today, it was defensive tackles. Where is Big Jeff? We've got that for you.
Big Jeff.
Former Tennessee basketball star signed a contract in the NBA. We've got that. List season continues with the top 10 college football coaches, according to Pro Football Focus. And I have a couple of different issues a little bit on this list that will hit you with and just, I don't know, at some point during the show. NBA Summer League action. Jamal Meshack in action, and Big 12 Commissioner Brett Yormark, doubled down today at Big 12 Media Days on the 5 and 11 college football playoff model. We'll go through all of that as we roll through the show today. Again, the SEC Media Day player participants have been announced. It's funny, I asked Zeph yesterday, I was like, can you print out the players that will be involved in SEC Media Days? And he was like,
we don't know yet.
I don't think they've been announced. And then one day later,
here they are.
Here we are. The executive producer of 3HL is Zeph Dog.
What's up?
By the way, I don't think I realized Jackson Arnold is only a junior.
Yeah. Yeah. You got 2 years with him.
Boy, if Bro can hit, if he can be a hit.
What was he last year, Babs?
Garbage.
So you're expecting like a ginormous jump from him?
Yes.
Okay.
So is Hugh.
Could happen.
It better happen.
Could happen.
Otherwise, Hugh might be on the hot seat.
He is on the hot seat. There's no doubt about that. But, yeah, it can't be worse than last year, right, Babs?
It can always get worse.
By the way.
But Peyton Thornton was pretty damn bad.
He was. I still remember. He threw, what game was it? He threw a touchdown pass early, and Slay was like in our chat going, Peyton Thorne, finally, blah, blah, blah. I was like, give him a second. And then he literally threw a pick six like 1 minute later.
And I was working a game during that and like looked at my chat and saw you say, give him a second. And then by the time like I had looked back, it was like, oh, yeah, no, never mind. Yeah. He threw a pick and they're losing.
I wasn't trying to be hateful. I was just like,
no, it was just honest.
Eyeball test.
It was honest. It's okay.
So now Zeph walks into the studio, which means Ross is behind the board now.
Thank you, Zeph.
Hello.
What up, Ross?
Shout out Plano. Got to do it.
There we go.
Plano, Texas. Y'all are both from Plano, Texas. Who would have ever thought I'd be in one room with two people from Plano, Texas? I mean, you grew up in Peachtree City outside Atlanta,
Georgia.
but you are from Plano, Texas.
I am born and kind of raised. I didn't move to Peachtree City till 8th grade.
Oh, wow. Okay. Mm-hmm. Man, you got a lot more Plano than I thought you did.
Yeah, I know. Everybody, like all my Texas friends are like, why do you say you're from Georgia? Like people who are born in Texas own Texas.
Oh.
Like, I'm from Texas, baby.
I lived in Texas for 3 years. That was long enough for me to understand that people in Texas view themselves as
Special
inhabitants of a separate country, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They will tell you that proudly. Like Texas is a different place,
care.
man. No.
Texas people don't care.
So why did you move to Peachtree City?
Dad's work.
So he didn't move to open the restaurant. He did that later?
No, that was later. That was once I got to college.
Oh, okay.
That was second career.
What did he do before that?
I don't know. National sales manager, something, engineer. I don't know.
I love how into your family you are. Like, you don't even watch your brother's movies, and he's in blockbuster movies. Like, I've seen them all, and I didn't even know he was in them until you told me. He's that good of an actor.
That's right.
Dane. Also, I've never met Dane, so there's that.
He just had a birthday, July 3rd.
Can you believe I've never met him?
No. Slay's met him and hung out with him like 5 times. How does that happen?
One time we dropped y'all off at your restaurant, and I went to Florida. And he wasn't there yet.
After an SEC Media Days, actually.
Yeah. Speaking of, 104.5 The Zone is going to Atlanta for SEC Media Days. Tune in next week as 3HL, that's us, broadcast live from SEC Media Days, July 14th through the 17th. That's Monday through Thursday. I know they write these things like we're not them. And hear all of the latest SEC news during 4 days of special interviews and conversations that you won't get anywhere else. Our SEC Media Day coverage presented by Brian's Motorsports, which we will be
there Friday.
Friday in Hendersonville, and medical house calls. For more information, visit 1045thezone.com/events. There you go.
I love it. It's going to be fun.
So Wimbledon today was outstanding for the Americans. Amanda Anisimova. I knew I would, even though I heard that name 65,000 times today. Anisimova is through to the semifinals at Wimbledon, first time ever. She gets the 1 seed, Sabalenka, with a win, would go to the final. Taylor Fritz on the men's side is in the semis, too. He will play two-time defending champ Carlos Alcaraz. Ben Shelton could get there if he gets a win against the 1 seed center. That doesn't sound right. 1 seed center. To try to get to the semis. Ben Shelton's the guy I keep talking about from Florida that I like.
I like your Wimbledon updates.
My little Wimbledon updates.
Then I can eat while you're doing it.
What do you eat?
Do you watch other tennis? You do, don't you? You watch like
no,
US
I just
Open?
I watch the majors.
Yeah,
I don't watch like Cincinnati or something like that. But warm up tournaments. I just watch the majors.
Got it.
But I'm all in. Former Tennessee star basketball player Chaz Lanier was drafted in the second round of the NBA draft by the Detroit Pistons. Now, we talked about this before. Second rounders don't get guaranteed contracts, but as we go through time, more and more of them are getting longer term deals, which he did get. He got a 4-year deal with the Pistons, signed it yesterday, worth $8.79 million. The first 2 years are fully guaranteed. That part is worth $3.52 million. Scoop on YouTube. You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
Scoop says, which is always funny because Dawn always says she's going to scoop people up with Scoop. I think it's funny. Shout out to Slay's knee. Yeah. He's going through PT.
We thought maybe appearance today. I don't know, though. See, I had a haircut.
So you couldn't scoop him up?
Downtown, so I couldn't scoop him up.
Why do you get your haircut downtown?
I don't know, because I always have. Because I've gone to the same person. Yeah. Shout out Alicia at Ultra.
Since News 2, which is right down the street.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Yep.
Patricia says, I'm at the hairdresser right now. Got to cover this gray, she said.
Hairdresser day is the best. You just feel better.
I mean, even as a dude, like we're only there for like 25 minutes, but I still feel good about it. What's wrong with you, Ross? Why do you have? He's got this grin on his face.
Because he doesn't get haircuts, clearly.
I'm just thinking about when I go get my mullet touched up.
Yep.
And I always enjoy the fresh feel on the sides.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, yeah, you look like a baseball player. Was that in your past?
It wasn't, honestly.
He's a football guy.
Yeah, you played
At Wheaton.
At Wheaton, yeah. Wheaton College. Let's roll.
What position did you play again?
Wide receiver.
Ah.
I
White,
gotta say,
speedy
man,
wide receiver?
Yes.
you don't look athletic enough to play wide receiver. I'm just going to say. I'm just going to say.
Got to defend myself here. Hey,
Do it. How fast a guy are you?
deceptive speed. We've been over this.
Oh, looky here.
Oh, somebody is in the building.
Ron Slay is here, y'all. Do you need help over there?
Ronald Sylvester Slay.
Okay.
What up,
We actually moved your chair over because Jordan Matthews came in, former Vanderbilt wide receiver.
And he was hating.
He wasn't hating, but he wasn't going to sit in it.
He was hating. It's okay. It's okay to hate.
It's okay to hate, he says.
Slay's here.
Yes.
I have not seen you since the surgery.
How you do it? Well, I'll wait till you.
Yeah, wait till he gets on a mic.
Sorry.
He's, you know.
Hey, you looking good. He walked in here.
I'm rolling.
Walked in here, moving pretty good.
I'm on all kind of drugs.
Oh, this is
He's
gonna
on
be good.
drugs. Still
Really the
on
only way I
the
can do it.
painkiller.
Drugs.
Zeph, you want to
Drugs
turn
like-
his camera on? You haven't done that in like 2 weeks.
His camera's on.
Oh,
I've just got a,
there it is.
I'm always,
Oh, the orange Mike condom is back.
Back.
yeah, people were asking where the orange
Look
mic
who's
condom
back.
was when Jordan Matthews was here.
Back again.
Look at you, dogged up.
Slay is back. I know. That's why I couldn't scoop you up. I had to get it. I got a haircut.
She keeps saying scoop you up. I said yesterday, that makes me sound like I'm cat poop in a litter box.
Trying to get me a robe. You know, that's what she's trying to do. Give me a robe.
Slay is in the building.
I love
Can
it.
I just tell you, our people have missed you.
Yeah, this is, you've never missed 7 shows in a row. That's, so now
No,
it was
yeah.
6. So he's back. Hey,
I'm in the building.
what up,
I'm
big
back.
dog?
What up, man?
We already played your intro.
Oh, that is a repeat. Yeah, man, I'm back in this thing, man. Little walker, got my little no tennis balls.
No tennis balls on the walker yet?
Nope. And if
How's
you
it going?
notice, you know what's on this?
What is
You
that?
see what's on it? What sticks
Wheels.
out on this?
Wheels.
A lot of wheels, but
Bubble wrap, which I want to pop.
no, don't touch it. You know why?
Why?
Told Dr. Rob, and I told Nikki, my PT,
RAAB.
little, what do you call it? PT therapist?
Physical therapist.
Yeah,
That's the T in the PT.
Yeah.
I love on drugs, Slay. This is going to be fun.
Hey, man, I told him, listen, man, I'm leaving the plastic on there. Because y'all going to have to get that to somebody else, because I'm not going to be on that long. I have a shelf life for
I thought we got
this
to
walker.
throw things in the river. Do we not?
I've been told that ain't a good idea. So I'm going to backpedal on
Would
that
the
one a little
police
bit.
mess around with us on that?
Yeah, shout out Cousin Paxton.
Speaking of the police, while you were gone,
yes.
there was a lady in a car, and the THP rolled up on her on either side of the car because she was asleep in the car. When she noticed the cops were there, she gunned it, hit both cars, then went on a chase. So
Slow
then,
speed chase.
well, it wasn't at first slow speed.
Supposed to be.
They strip spiked her, and so
Yeah.
it blew out all 4 tires. So then it was a slow speed chase. She was going less than 10 miles an hour. This thing lasted 4.5 hours. Everybody thought it was Chunky Junkie.
I heard people tweeting me, asking me, did Chunky Junkie get released? And I had to remind people, like, Chunky Junkie don't do stuff like that. Like, first of all, she don't get caught. Unless you want to
Unless
get
it's
caught.
for something
Yeah,
else.
like she rolled trucks and everything twice and, get out unharmed.
Yeah, but if she
unscathed.
fell
And
asleep
walk
in a
away.
parking lot, though.
Chunky Junkie don't sleep.
Oh, a good point.
How can you, like, come on now. Ain't no,
Also, there's no way she's getting out of
yeah,
jail.
exactly. Yeah, it's no way. She had a sock puppet, when I met her.
Yeah.
Like, you think she getting caught? Come on, man.
A sock puppet?
Yeah, a sock puppet and like a fake Yeti. Yeah.
Scoop said it's Chunky Junky's sister.
Nah, yeah, listen.
They might be related.
Chunky Junky in her own realm. You got to leave her right where she belongs. Like, don't nobody need to bother Chunky Junky. She's doing her time.
Dewey Cheatham and How. I was just replying to Slay on X. Karen, hey, Slay.
What up, yo?
Terabell76, Slay.
Hey.
All
Dustin.
is right in the world.
Slay popping peas.
I am. I'm going to tell you one thing.
Did you have a message for people telling you to?
Yeah, y'all are crazy. All the people that called in. Slay, man, be careful. You don't want to get addicted. Listen, first of all, you got to have addictive behavior to get addicted. Second is you got to know why you taking the pain meds in the first place.
It's not for the joy of it.
It's not. Yeah, it's not to sit down on the front porch and light up my stogie and drink some bourbon and then pop them. Like, that's not what it's for. So I did. I will say
you do have to be careful.
I took the listener's
advice. I trust
advice,
you
though.
completely.
Yeah,
What?
I took the advice.
Yeah.
So I walked into PT.
Oh, boy.
It's going to be fine.
This might be a bad
It's
idea.
going to be fine. By the way, Zeph, we're going to 20.
I walked into PT,
Yeah.
not on drugs, on nothing. You know?
Oh, that
You
one
told
was
us
smart.
that, and that you put that
That
video
was-
out. That's when you were screaming so
That
loud,
was
like
the dumbest thing.
everybody in the room
Dumbest
was
thing.
like affected by
Dumbest
your
thing you should
screaming.
never, ever do. And I was scolded by not only my physical therapist, but the doctor. Dr. Rob called me immediately after I left and said, how was PT? I said, man, this was a rough one. Wow. Well, it was the second one. I was like, yeah, but when I went in there this time, man, tried to go all natural, last pills I took was about 12 at night.
Yeah. It's like a natural
10:30.
childbirth,
Yeah, I'm
basically.
going all in. I'm ready. And I was fighting until they tried to bend my knee. I said, this was the worst day. And I walked out of there. I told y'all.
You still got it up to 85 on that day.
But I was so depressed coming out of there. I was like, this is an uphill battle. I ain't going to win. But he said, let me tell you something. Don't listen to anybody that's telling you anything about these drugs. You take the drugs to manage the pain while you're in physical therapy. It's not for you in the operation room or none of that. It's for you
Or
to
on your
manage.
porch with a stogie.
Exactly. You know what I mean? We're not giving it to you
So
for
that you can
manage the pain and get better. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I got you. Makes sense. I'm not taking them to go to sleep and things like that. So
Yeah.
it don't even work for me to go to sleep, actually.
Okay. This is the first time that you have been here.
It is, baby.
We have not told any of your surgery stories.
Oh, yes. Well, y'all in for one.
We said it's
We said
not
it's
our
yours
story
to
to
tell.
tell. It's your
But I
story
told
to tell.
y'all.
I know.
but
it's still
we
your.
waited for you to tell it on the radio.
You know
And
how I tell
clearly-
stories. I miss like half of it. So
That
like
is
I don't want to
true.
do it injustice.
And obviously, it was a great idea for us to wait until he is still on painkillers to allow him on the air.
Yeah, this is it.
Tell story.
This is it. Shout out to everybody
But hey.
that checked on me, though. Saw the text message. My guy, Craig Nance, just said, welcome back. Shout out to Craig. Everybody, though, man. Like, I had so much love. I appreciate all y'all.
Holly Slay said, glad you're back.
Me too.
Dewey Cheatham and How can we get Chunky Junky in the boom boom room?
She's in there. She's in one.
She's in her own.
She's in her own version.
And she ain't getting out.
No,
Dustin
She
said
didn't tell
Chunky,
the truth.
Chunky,
Yeah,
Chunky Junky.
she's locked in there. Door,
Chunky
keys thrown
Junky.
away.
Chunky Junky ain't sleeping, LOL.
no. Hey, but I tell y'all one thing. Everybody that diagnosed me, y'all wrong. Y'all all wrong.
No. I was right on
you
gout.
were right. Yeah, that one. Yeah, no, I'm talking about for the knee.
Yeah, but
because remember we were thinking meniscus.
The only reason why he had gout is because you put that in the
Yeah,
atmosphere.
you did the hocus pocus tricks and put that in. You would have wished lady.
He wouldn't have had it otherwise.
I would have been cool, Babsy.
That is not true.
I absolutely would have been
100%
cool.
true.
I had
You can't
research
believe in the
done.
Matrix and not believe in that.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
And she said it day after day after day. Like,
Then I was right.
Yeah, we're gonna make sure. This
Until she thought she was right, and then she was like, "Oh, I feel bad."
Yeah. It's too late now. You can't win reversing it. You ain't got no brew to reverse this.
Yeah, only Missy
Well,
Elliott
in
can
it.
reverse it.
Yeah.
That is
Shoot.
true.
But yeah, man.
So do we want to let him?
We got a minute and a half or so. Your knee was messed up, dude.
Dude, it was my knee was gone.
When a doctor says, "I've never seen anything like this,"
Yeah.
A doctor who's been around for a while.
20 plus years doing this. Just that.
he's like the best
Just
guy in the
knees.
market.
Like, yeah.
So what? Okay. What was really wrong with your
What was
knee?
really wrong with my knee was, so if you've seen me walking at remotes or anything, I got sort of a limp, especially when I'm taking a leave or anything. So all this time, I'm thinking it's really coming from my hip. Y'all know I've been complaining about my hip and growing.
You did, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I forgot about that.
I attributed that to when we came back from New York.
Yes.
Because I had to pay the water bill and couldn't pay the water bill.
We did our little romantic walkabout New York. We kept taking pictures with all the
took
things.
me down through there. And I guess it started
I was
then.
in the hotel in bed,
You
just
were.
FYI.
Yeah, it was like, here's me and Slay at Rockefeller Center with the Christmas tree. It was
all
so
over
pretty.
the place for no reason. But then, so I think it started then. So dating back.
I think it did.
Yeah, it did. The damage of it. The damage of it started
Right, it was
before.
already there, but yeah.
But this right here tweaked it. And
That was like 3 years ago.
yes. He said I've been walking around like this for probably 5 or 6 years.
It was 2021 because it was 20 years of 9/11.
And it was right after COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I thought it was meniscus because automatically that's what came to mind, but it wasn't meniscus.
Why wasn't it your
You
meniscus?
sound like Keith Morrison.
Because my
from
meniscus
Dateline.
has already been gone.
Yeah, it's
My meniscus was taken out in 1999, my freshman year.
It was out of here.
So when they went and looked at it, they were like, yeah, they said your meniscus is torn because your meniscus is gone. Like you don't have one.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it's on the outside.
Yeah, your meniscus partied like it was 1999.
But the one on the inside was missing too. This is the one we didn't know about. So it was missing and it had never been taken out. So when he cut me open, he said my meniscus, which is shaped like a C, the back part of the C had broken off and went and wrapped around my ACL on its own. Like it's got a life of its own. Just took off. Said, you know what, let me just go hang over here. I don't want to be with the regular meniscus. I want to go hang with the ACL. And went and wrapped around it. So he had to go take all that out. He said he had never seen that in all of his years of.
When he described that in the video, I was just like,
What?
Yeah, and
I cannot believe you've been walking around with that.
That's what I said. I'm like, no wonder you couldn't walk.
That's it. I remember I told Fishback, I was like, dog, man, do you remember at the Final Four when we had to stand the whole time? I was like, during breaks, I was like, man, we need to get some chairs up here, dog. I need to sit down. And he was like, man, you said your knee was hurting. I said, I told y'all, man. My knee, like, it's been paining. If I don't take a leave, like, every other day, it would have been a problem.
Well, this is why.
All right. We'll get more on Slay's knee as we continue through the show. Slay is here, all drugged up. This is going to be fun.
I'm doped up, babe. Let's go.
When we come back, we'll talk Titans football. Jimmy Wyatt joins us next on 104.5 The Zone.
All right, so we had those random storms yesterday around our house where it just poured and lightning and thundered. And guess what? Our Wi-Fi was A-OK thanks to Xfinity because it's storm-ready Wi-Fi. Stay connected even if the power happens to go out. Only with Xfinity, you can add storm-ready Wi-Fi and stay connected even when the unexpected happens. Easy to set up, keeps your home online. When that happens, you can stay connected when the power is out. And if you have kids, you know how extremely important that is too. Automatically switch to cellular data during outages. Storm-ready Wi-Fi working for you, even on the bright sunny days like today by extending your Wi-Fi network and reducing dead spots. We have Xfinity Wi-Fi and we absolutely love it. Get you some storm-ready Wi-Fi. Get started. Call 1-800-XFINITY. Visit Xfinity.com or just drop into an Xfinity store today for more details.
He's back, baby. Ronald Sylvester Slay in the building.
I'm back. What's up? What's happening? What's happening?
What were you doing during the break? You were getting some kind of contraption together.
Yeah, I'm sitting on my ice machine. This is what everybody should have been telling me. Like, hey man, without this, you ain't gonna make it.
Yeah.
Ice machine like at the hotel?
No, ice machine like a new version of the Game Ready. If you did therapy or played sports or been around people recovering from injuries, the Game Ready was the best thing on earth.
Yep.
Until this. It's called Nice. And it's nice. Very, very small. Run 10 hours at a time.
Ice and nice.
10 hours.
They don't even take ice. It take this much water. I haven't refilled it since they brought it to me. That was 2 Thursdays ago.
He's showing like an inch of water.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Which would be 10 inches of snow, by the way. Random fact. I had 2 random facts yesterday. You would have been happy about it. Dawn was not. When I said I was done with my weird notes, she said, good.
She was ready for that to be
I might hit you with them later. 615-737-1045, always the number. See, this is what I've been doing with Slade on.
I see.
6 of these. 6 shows of these. D's. Jim Wyatt joins us, TennesseeTitans.com. What?
I know. Hi, Jimmy.
What up, Jimmy?
What? What?
How you guys doing? How's my man Ron Slade getting along in there?
Jimmy, I'm rolling, man. I got all kind of little contraptions. And
he's also on drugs.
He's also on his painkillers
I gotta
still,
be
can you
doped
tell?
up to be in his
Contraptions.
So be careful with your ass, man. I might just spill the beans.
He's on the pup list.
How long to your dunking again?
Oh, I got 16 weeks for that one, Jim. 14 weeks left.
Okay.
But I am shifting weight right now, and I walked on my own about 45, 50 steps, no walk or anything. So
That's impressive.
I'm out here. Jimmy, I'm attacking this thing full-fledged.
Oh, wait. I forgot. I was impressed with that. Somebody here wasn't impressed with that.
Who? Babs? A week out of surgery, Babs? 40 to 50 steps with no...
I don't know.
What was I supposed to be doing, running?
I don't know. I guess I expected you to just like come out and walk.
Oh, hell no, Babs. A whole knee.
Jimmy, I don't know. I mean,
Jim, you've been around
Hey,
injuries.
boy, I'm telling you, this lady will sell me so short.
This lady. Oh, man.
we've got him on the pup list, Jimmy, for camp.
I think Ron will be a fast healer, though. Yeah, he's a determined, motivated guy. I bet he finishes ahead of schedule.
Yeah, these PT videos, it's like Slay kicks the hell out of PT, but also PT kicks the hell out of him. It's like a dual thing going on there.
Yep.
Like dueling banjos.
Yeah. Real fight, Jimmy.
Jimmy, let's start with this. Jeremy Fowler from ESPN asked league executives, coaches, and scouts to rank each NFL position. Today was defensive tackle. Jeffrey Simmons was 4th last year. He was 4th on the list this year. What do you anticipate from him moving forward with, I think this part of it is key, a second year next to Tavondre Sweat?
Yeah, I think that certainly will help him. I really think that Jeffrey Simmons and his impact really hinges more on Jeff Simmons than it does on having Tavondre Sweat next to him. And I think the way he attacked this off season and lost 20 pounds, showed up in great shape. I know some people were disappointed, not on the inside, on the outside. He wasn't around during a good chunk of the off-season work, but he did show up for the veteran mini camp. I think the fact that he showed up in such good shape and showed up with such a good attitude kind of speaks to his motivation level at this point. So I expect him to be kind of return to form. He wants to make impact games more this year. I think him being in better shape and lighter should allow him to feel better as the season goes. And we'll just see what it looks like around him. I think I said that his success is going to hinge on him more than anything else. But I do wonder about where some of the pass rush is going to come from. I think that's one of the biggest questions going this offseason for me is where it's coming from on the edge, how they got to generate a pass rush. And obviously Jeffrey Simmons benefits when you've got guys creating havoc on the outside. So they will need some players on the outside to be better to keep him from generating more attention and getting double teams.
So one of the NFC executives said, still dominant versus the run. I didn't see the same pass rush explosion from Jeffrey Simmons. Others cut Simmons slack, noting that players on a bad team without much support on the outside is a factor. One coach noted that Danico Autry, a Titan from 2021 to 2023 before signing with Houston as a free agent, was an underrated edge rusher next to Simmons, and that the two played well off each other. I think
I agree with
that part is fair.
That. Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, Autry was definitely someone who was one of the most underrated guys that's been around here for a while, and he probably freed some things up for him. And I think Jeff would tell you himself he needs to be better from a pass rush. He had 5 sacks, I think, with 42 quarterback pressures, but I think he feels like he needs to be more disruptive in wherever he lines up, and I think that's what they'll push him to try to do this year.
Jim Wyatt with us, TennesseeTitans.com. You can get him on X at @JWyattSports. Speaking of T'Vondre Sweat, what do you anticipate from him now that, he had the struggles last offseason in terms of getting out on the field? Now he knows what the NFL is. He had a great rookie season, I think. What kind of jump do you expect from him?
Well, ask me a couple of weeks when he shows up for camp. I mean, I think he's as talented a guy that have been around as far as his size and his athletic ability. But like you said, Brent, I mean, he's missed time because of his weight and conditioning, and he wasn't as consistent as he needed to be last year. Yeah, he made some flash plays, and there were plays he'd make where you'd be like, wow, how's a guy that big at 366 pounds doing that? But then there were other games where he was quiet and really didn't impact games. I think he learned from last year. I think he knows how important it is to take care of his body, but he's got to show up here in shape and ready to go, and can't have a situation where he's having to sit out and play catch up, kind of like he did last year. He missed some time this off season. So the hope is he is better in year 2, but that's going to hinge on just what his mindset is and just how he attacked these last 5-6 weeks leading up to training camp.
Easton Freeze yesterday said something I thought was interesting. He said if the Titans keep 4 tight ends, it would be Chig, Gunnar, Helm, David Martin Robinson, who I know you like, and they need in-line tight ends, right? And then Odakoya, he thought Josh Wiley might be the one that's the odd man out in the tight end room. How many tight ends do you think they keep?
Yeah, I think last year it was 5. I think 4. And yeah,
I think 4 too, right?
Yeah. So I think that obviously Chiga Conquo is a lock and Gunnar Helm's a lock. He's a draft pick. I'm of the opinion also that David Martin Robinson's on this team. So Odakoya, you can't ignore the fact that you get a roster exemption with him. And wonder how that is going to come into play. Wiley's got to step it up. I think I didn't notice him a lot this offseason. Part of it's because Robinson was so good. Part of it's because Helm, gets more, got more attention as a rookie, and Okonkwo led all players in catches, at least in the practices the 5 open practices that I've charted. Wiley, as far as needing to step it up, I think he is a guy that's kind of on the spot and probably running 4 among those guys.
Well, to me, it's almost like, in college where they recruit around people and people kind of get dropped on the roster because of that. It almost feels like they went and got a better Josh Wiley and Gunnar Helm to me. And I don't know that to be true, obviously, and he still has a chance to get out there and work and do his thing. But when Easton brought that up, I thought that's initially what I thought, and I thought that was an interesting point that he made.
Yeah, and I think that in time will tell. I mean, because I liked Wiley when he was drafted.
Oh, me too.
Looked at his college tape and saw him making plays all over the field and said, "Man, this guy looks like Travis Kelce." But for one reason or another, injury, concussion, he just hasn't been able to stay on the field and really turn into a consistent producer. And Helm does look like someone who is very talented and very skillful, but Now, he hasn't put on pads yet, and he's going to have to prove he can stay healthy, and he'll have to prove he can do it when the pads come on. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, I think Wiley has the benefit of being through a couple of these camps before and kind of knowing what to expect, and he's worked with Luke Stocker, the tight ends coach, in the past, knows what he's looking for. This is where competition will present the best players on the team, and part of it's staying healthy, part of it is producing when you get a chance. And again, I think Okonkwo, Helm, and Martin Robinson are safe on the roster, but all those guys got to stay healthy too.
Love the Titans talk, Jimmy. As always, every Tuesday. Appreciate you, brother.
Okay, appreciate it, Ryan. Keep recovering. Hope back to 100. Hope you're back to 100% soon.
My man, appreciate it, Jimmy.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Y'all have a good week.
Yep. At Jay Wyatt Sports, TennesseeTitans.com. When we come back, Penny Collins left TSU to take an assistant coaching gig with the Memphis Grizzlies. So TSU is looking for a men's basketball
last night.
coach. He was. Mm-hmm. One name that has been thrown around is Ron Slay. We'll talk about it next. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Want to tell you about United Structural Systems. They are a foundation repair and waterproofing company that has been serving Middle Tennessee, the Middle Tennessee area since 1994. They do foundation repair. So if you're experiencing hot and dry weather, which we all are, do you notice soil cracking? I have seen this. And pulling away from your home, leaving holes or gaps next to the foundation. Are your bricks cracking, walls bowing, doors or windows sticking, drywall separating? These are signs of a possible foundation issue. Your house may be trying to tell you something. Maybe you've got waterproofing issues. The other direction, some symptoms there. Standing water in crawl space, musty odors or floor joists with wood rot, cracks in basement flooring, hardwood floors cupping. Putting off a moisture issue in your home is bad for your health, could lead to more expensive repairs down the road. USSTN.com is the website. United Structural Systems is here to help you. Over 30,000, 100% satisfied residential customers. They can help you. Foundation repair, waterproofing needs, USSTN.com. Homeowners trust USS, keeping homes dry and stable. We guarantee our best. Call USS, serving Middle Tennessee, Southern Kentucky, and Western Kentucky. Online at USSTN.com or call 615-488-7855. 3 at 1045 The Zone. I hit Babs with this yesterday. Weird note number one. Did you know that, Slade, newspaper, the word newspaper, each letter stands for something?
And what?
The word newspaper, each letter stands for something. So
Why would it be that long? Why do you need that long?
You just wait.
Dude, why are you presenting this to him when he is on painkillers?
Are you seriously
That's
asking me that?
exactly why he's presenting it to him right
I'm
now.
going to present it with a lot of weird stuff today.
Okay, go ahead.
So the word newspaper stands for north, east, west, south.
Okay.
News.
Direction.
News.
Okay.
Okay. Past and present. That's PAP. So news, PAP. Event report. ER. So north, east, west, south, past and present, event report, newspaper.
That's dumb.
So Batsy had the
Somebody
best
had too much
line.
time. Somebody had time on their hands.
Babs had the best line. And I didn't tell her beforehand. We just did this live on the air. She goes, I'm majored in journalism, and I didn't know that.
They're like, don't nobody. Who would know that? That's somebody with too much time. Like, to even figure that out. When you sitting down looking at it, and it was, like you wrote all that down and was like, okay, let me use the first letter in every word. Nah. That's dumb.
It's an acronym.
That's dumb.
Newspaper.
That's dumb.
Okay. Did you ever,
dumb people.
Did you ever watch the show Friends?
Good job,
Slay?
dumb people.
Friends? Yeah, I like Friends.
Monica and Chandler's twins would be 21 years old this year.
Yeah, what happened to the twins?
They would be 21 years old this year if the show had continued
Oh,
and they were
The
still
fake
doing
they went
it.
off having babies.
Yeah.
I forgot. I didn't watch. I didn't catch it that
The end.
that long.
Phoebe's triplets. Phoebe had triplets. They would be 27. Emma, who was Ross and Rachel's baby, would be 24 this year. And Ben, who was Ross's kid from his
Before he got
First marriage.
Yeah.
first marriage, and she ended up liking women. It's a tough break for Ross. Ben would be 30. Their kid would be 30.
So they all went off the air having babies?
Yeah.
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 That's not friends.
Multiple. They all had multiple.
No, that was friends with benefits.
No, friends supposed to stay together forever. If you
I know
start
they
that
were
early.
making $1 million an episode. What
That's a
happened?
bankroll. Yeah, we don't never need in this babies. $1 million? Hold on, baby. We gonna tell them.
What would a baby do with $1 million?
Man, we ain't gonna find out because we ain't having it.
Do you know what else we found out yesterday?
What?
Tennessee hadn't beaten Alabama in Tuscaloosa since, what was it, 2022? Zeph was
2002.
2002.
I'm gonna say
yeah.
2022. Ain't no
2002.
I was there in
2002.
2022 when
Yeah.
they beat them.
2002. So we established the fact the last time Tennessee won at Alabama, Zeph was in one of those bouncer things, like drooling and pooping in his diapers.
Hey,
He was one.
he was no. That's He put him in a little walker. He probably been in a little walker, not the little bouncing thing.
You don't think he was in the
Didn't
bouncing
the bouncing things go out in the 70s?
thing? No, they still have them.
Do they?
Oh, no, you're right. There is something that was banned.
Yeah, they had something with like it was a
I think
string
the
on it.
walkers are not. Oh,
You know what I'm saying? When you bounce around and like
yeah.
the walkers. I remember the walkers.
those were dangerous.
Yeah, it was something wild. I'm telling you.
You're saying babies were getting hung in the 70s.
Hey, I'm just saying, yo. I don't know what the babies was doing. I know they got rid of it. It wasn't right.
I mean, the reality of the situation is when you put a baby in something like that, it's because you want to go do something else.
Absolutely. I used to live my
He's like, oh,
you know what?
did you see the little filter kind of creep?
Yeah, maybe we should stop his stories today. Usually I encourage him to keep going, but
I used to leave my little brother in the swing all the time.
oh, the little swing. That's fine.
No, but like outside playing while he in the swing, just screaming. Hey, go back in there, turn. Then it was the kind they didn't
turn
have
the
the
music
button.
on.
No, they didn't have the button that you hit and it just swing automatic. You had to crank it up on the side. So when the crank when the
the
crank
old
up
school
left, it was over. Yeah, there was. Yeah, he just wake up,
And then he
be
was
hollering.
pissed.
Oh, you boy, be pissed. That probably was bad.
What other weird things did I have?
Did y'all always leave babies on the bed?
No, dude.
On the
You can't-
bed?
You can't leave a baby on the bed.
No, you
know
can't
you
leave
can't.
a baby on the bed.
Yeah, I was.
Did you learn the hard way?
Yep, a couple times.
Lil Ron?
No, this was my little brothers and sisters. Just leave them.
Well, to
Try
be
go get
fair,
a
I
bottle
mean,
real quick or something and come back and.
I don't think you have any
Oh,
responsibility.
boy.
You know what I mean?
Oh no, I had plenty of responsibility.
By the way, it
I
is
should've known better.
pouring in downtown
It
Nashville.
sure is.
Yeah.
Who's walking outside in that?
Second day in a row, it started pouring during our show.
Everybody, somebody's crying.
God's crying. About your knee?
Yeah. He don't like to see me like this.
Yeah, I know.
I don't like to see you like
I don't either.
So I wrote this down for yesterday. If Slay is here, and so then I didn't read the story until the very end of the show.
Well, I'm here.
until the music was playing at the end of our show. And he was like, oh, yeah.
Babs was like, why did you wait till the end of the show? I was like, I didn't see it. Because, like, in my head, I had, if Slay is here. If Slay's not here, I'm not reading the story. But I still should have read the story.
Oh, yeah,
right.
like way earlier than we have 10 seconds.
Because Babs hadn't seen it.
I didn't see it.
And so she wanted to comment on it.
Oh.
So now you have a chance. And you have a chance.
What is it?
Penny Collins left TSU to take an assistant coaching gig with Memphis Grizzlies. So TSU looking for a men's basketball coach. So that story came down while we were on the air, but it was one of these things where it was like off of a website and I didn't hear it. So I
Because we had heard last week that he was going.
It was last week.
Yeah.
And so when we saw the story, you know how it is now. Like, you don't know if somebody's messing with you or whatever. So I texted Penny, and he didn't get back till the next day.
Yeah.
So we talked about it the next day. But one name that's been thrown around is Ron Slay. Slay wrote in response to Mike Patton, truly honored just to be in the conversation. I beat on that coaching door several years ago, and they went unanswered. I would definitely put my energy behind Josh Bone. Can't think of anyone more established or rooted. Plus, you want someone that wants it mutually. #Bone. So for those that don't know, Josh Bone from here played at Tennessee, joined TSU coaching staff in 2018, been an assistant coach at TSU for 3 seasons. That when you said that, I was like, okay, that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
Plus, I want you sitting right there.
Yeah, I mean,
Selfishly, I'm all for you doing whatever you want to do, but
this is the thing, though. Like, if that was the case, if it meant that much, like, somebody should have reached out way before then. And because when I say beating down the door, shout out to Scott Wallace and Mike Patton who had that on their show, their podcast, though. But
yeah,
like when I say beating down the door, I was beating down the door, like consistently going to go work camps, backpacking to Vegas during this time. Matter of fact, during summer league to meet with coaches, former coaches, with GMs, everything. Not even to get on staff, but just to be like, let me hold the dummy pad while y'all practice. Like, let me work my way up through the training facility, whatever I got to do. And it never got answered. So the funny thing is now that I'm doing what I'm doing, you hear all kind of little stories and people like, oh, man, you ought to be. No, I actually shouldn't be.
Well,
coached.
you were helping out.
I actually tried.
Yeah, I did.
You were helping out at Innsworth, and I didn't.
Yeah, I
even
was
know
doing that for 4 years.
I didn't even know that.
Did that for 4 years. So all these guys that are coming through right now, Chaz, Lanier, who just got drafted, Malik Deal, who will be drafted next year. Like, had all these guys while they were younger. Some of the guys playing football that are still playing football now. So, yeah, man, great honor. I do think, man, Bone would be great because he's been in that situation. He's watched Coach Penny evolve that program and come along. And him knowing the city, the connections of the city, it really running through his veins, him being a Tennessee kid. I think you need somebody like that to be able to step into there and take those steps that Penny was taking. So, but that's what my vote would be. But if this would have been about 5 years ago, how long have I been working here? 4?
4.
Yeah, 4 going into 5, I think.
I think you just went into.
Going into 5.
No, it's definitely coming up on 5, I think.
Is it?
Yep.
Weren't you April?
Yep, but going into 5 though.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this would be
now
the
I'm
fifth.
following.
Yeah.
I'm following you.
So that'd be.
We're saying the same thing.
If it would have been then, though, I may have jumped at it.
Yeah.
Especially with all the hype around it. Like, they just got Eddie George. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's some good things going around, but
Too late.
he gone.
Can't have him.
I was waiting for you,
Back the hell up.
Terry.
He ain't gonna back up, Terry.
Back up, Terry. Back it up.
How about back up? Terry had a float in a parade in Memphis.
Dog.
Wasn't that
lovely.
amazing?
That's it right there. Now that's America.
America.
That's what I love.
Back up, Terry.
Back it up, Terry.
I will never get tired of that video.
That was the best.
The smile on his face, man,
That was
with
the
all
best.
hell breaking loose.
That was
He
the best.
didn't care. He was like, I'm good, man. What else did we bring up while he was out?
That one I really wanted to hear his.
Yeah, but I tried all the doors. Like, I get people asking all the time now, University of Tennessee.
Oh.
Like, why do you go up there and coach? I tried. Like, it's a video out of me putting Coach Barnes on the hot seat. And I'm asking, like, when I got my degree,
Yeah.
I did that media run before getting into radio, and he was like, man, what do you want to do with your degree? I was like, it's up to you.
Sit on your bench.
Yeah, that's up to you. He was like, no, seriously, what you want? I was, no, seriously, coach. Like, I want to coach. Like, whatever you want me to do.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, we'll talk about it. All right.
DHB on Twitter. We had Todd Furman on, and we were talking about the end of Bet the Board podcast. And DHB goes, I think it was DHB. He goes, Bet the Board podcast is ending because the Parsley podcast is about to take effect.
Yeah.
Todd loved that.
Yeah. Getting him and Payne on board, baby. I bought him out, y'all. Undisclosed amount. I couldn't afford them if I wanted to.
Oh, man. All right. 3HL, 4 o'clock hour coming up. When we come back, list season continues. The top 5 college football coaches, according to PFF. Got a couple issues here with a couple of these names I'll throw at you when we come back. 3HL 1045, the Zone Top 10.
Top 10. So you guys hear me talk about Loan Pronto often and how if you're maxed out on credit cards or you're struggling with high interest debt, that Loan Pronto has this amazing rapid equity loan that can help you out and help you to pay it all off in days utilizing the equity in your home if you own a home in this area, because we know the value has just skyrocketed. But I want to tell you a little bit about Loan Pronto, started by Roger Moore, the owner founder of Loan Pronto, who said, you know, there needs to be an easier and a better way so you're not buried in the paperwork, more of a quicker process. He just simplified the process, and they also have the ability to get you, the consumer, the lowest rate. Electronic, all digital, no extra hidden fees, and you can start everything online easily. LoanPronto.com. Loan Pronto, an A-plus rated business by the Better Business Bureau. They have nearly 2,500 five-star Google reviews. Service is off the charts. All thanks to Roger Moore wanting to make it easier on you, the customer. Your home equity is yours. Get cash out. Consolidate your debt to one easy low payment. Get debt relief now. Let Loan Pronto help you. LoanPronto.com at 615-499-5780. 615-499-5780. Loan Pronto, equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781. On approved credit, NMLSconsumeraccess.org.
What's happening, y'all? Cairo scammers. That's what we need to talk about. These people out here that just, just trying to take advantage of you. They're out there. And if you got an accident or anything like that, Bart Dorm Injury Law is the people that you need to call and let them do the fighting for you. Now, this is an important message, and this comes straight from our good friends over at Bart Dorm Injury Law. Some lawyers, they chase ambulances. They'll do anything just to get your attention. It's not what Blair Dorm and his team do. Everybody that's over at Bart Dorm Injury Law, they have the same mission, the same goal, and that is to protect you and fight for you. Now, if someone calls you after a wreck, they're breaking the law. You understand that? There are lawyers breaking the law. Marine veteran Blair and the team at Bart Dorm Injury Law, they don't play those type of games. When you make the call, they answer. They're local, trusted, and ready to fight for you. No gimmicks, just a team that's on your side from the start. So if you or someone you love is ever in a wreck, remember this number, 615-242-9000. 615-242-9000, local, trusted, ready to fight for you. Bart Dorm Injury Law.
Good afternoon. It is 4:02. I'm Joseph Bonanno live from the 104.5 The Zone Studios. The 2025 SEC Media Days heads to Atlanta next week as coaches and players around the league preview the 2025 season. The student-athlete attendees were announced today, and the Vols will be bringing junior linebacker Arian Carter, senior tight end Miles Kitzelman, and senior defensive tackle Bryson Eason. Vanderbilt bringing junior outside linebacker Randon Fontenette, junior defensive back Martell Height, and graduate quarterback Diego Pavia. Only 5 SEC schools are not bringing a quarterback to media days, including Tennessee, Kentucky, Texas A&M, Missouri, and Alabama. In other news, Georgia Tech is hiring Tennessee senior deputy athletics director and chief revenue officer Ryan Alpert as the school's newest director of athletics to an initial 5-year contract. Alpert was one of Danny White's top assistants. For our foundation repair and waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
What? 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Britt Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. It's actually raining in downtown Nashville right now. Hope you're having a great Tuesday. Don Davenport is here, y'all.
Hey.
What up, baby?
Happy Tuesday to
You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
There she is. The F&M Bank Chat is open. The executive producer of 3HL is Zeph Dog.
What's up?
Slay Dog is here.
I'm in the building. I'm in the building. I'm in the building.
You are in the building.
I am
Welcome
most definitely
back,
in the
Slay.
building. It is glad. I am glad to be back. I mean, I could be it, though, because I am now half man, half bionic.
That's true. You got a brand new knee.
Yeah, man.
We talked about it when I first got back, how you sent the pictures, and
Oh, yeah.
Mr.
You love that,
Babs
didn't
and
you?
Mayor did not want
Yeah, I
to
know
see
my
them.
boy.
I luckily have not seen the pictures of your busted open knee.
You should see it, though, yo. That's gross.
Awesome.
Yeah, what?
Like, I mean, but it's like, darn, that's a
It's
knee.
like when somebody's like, man, this food is awful. Taste it. No.
Like, it's crazy, man. 'Cause
Babs, you ever
it's,
say that?
It's a knee. Like, the skin is hanging and everything. Like, it's wild.
It's awesome.
Does it look like, you know, in Christmas Vacation, when Clark cuts open the turkey?
Yes.
And
it spreads
and it has
apart
no
like-
guts inside
Yup.
it? Is that kind of what your knee looks
No,
like?
but there's something in there on this one. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, this
I
was,
don't know,
yeah.
man. There was a lot going on in there.
It was.
And there were a
Hold on.
lot of things that should have been in there that weren't in there.
Yeah. I should have had this done a long time ago.
But Babs does have the pictures.
Yep.
Did you send them to me on disappearing? Because I went back to look at them again.
No, I thought I
No,
said.
I don't have
No,
them.
I think you got your settings set to disappearing. So you got to pay me for the next ones, babe. I just can't keep it.
No!
Especially after I know that you done told people that I should have been walking a marathon.
I
So
did not say that. Did
said
I?
You said something like that, Babsy.
Will you send them to me again?
No.
Oh, by the way, Zach wants to see him.
Zach who?
Zach and Blaine.
Oh, really?
So he's just as
yeah, he messed up. his shoe.
demented as I am.
Well, so here's the thing. Babs used to try to show us Pimple Popper all the time,
Yeah, I
and then we
can't
made her
stand
stop on that.
Golly. I don't even
Well,
like
and
knowing
then-
she's watching it.
Like, you know, on 4th of July, like all the ER pictures of extremities blown off. I was just like in heaven on Instagram looking at all
Why
of
weren't
them.
you like a medic in the military or
Oh,
something? You know what I
yes.
mean? That would have been perfect for you, like on the front lines.
Alyssa's the same way. She wants to show me all this like graphic
Yeah.
doctor stuff. But
Yeah,
she's a nurse, so she actually sees it.
Babs, you would have been good in the Civil War. Maybe you were a time
Maybe you want
traveler.
Earl.
Maybe. It is fascinating that. Well, you know, when I wanted to be a doctor, so I shadowed in the Opelika emergency room overnight, in the overnight hours,
Did you?
and was like amazed by all the trauma that comes in.
In Opelika.
I just couldn't in Opelika. Yeah, I did Halloween night too, y'all. Woo!
Slay,
I would not suggest Halloween night if you have a queasy stomach.
Slay, yesterday the show was like to the point where when we got done, we sat in here for like 15 minutes and just kind
Really?
of chilled, And then I noticed the last message on the Evan and Bank chat kind of explained how all over the place our show was. The last message was
Ross
is a time traveler.
That Ross?
Ross,
Yeah.
who wasn't even here.
How's it time? What did he do?
Forget what he
Where'd
did.
he go?
I totally forget. There was some story.
Oh, it
Ross
was,
is a time traveler.
we got lost into Don's Matrix idea.
Oh, yeah.
Because we found out that Ross is from Plano, Texas, just like she is.
Right. I heard
And
that.
then and they live in the same neighborhood now. And then that same day, Babs ran into Ross's parents at Las Palmas.
Really?
Random.
That's crazy.
And then somebody was like, Ross sounds like Napoleon Dynamite, which is definitely true.
Just a little deeper, but yeah.
And so then somebody wrote, it was the last message of the show, Ross is a time traveler.
I can dig that.
One of Ross
little
told me that
sense.
one of his dad's friends was listening and texted his parents about it. It was like, "Hey, heard about you on the show today."
There's a new occupation, time traveler.
New occupation. Wouldn't that be fun?
Ross would love that.
Like, here's the thing about those conspiracies about time travelers. Time travelers aren't real. You know why I know that? Because if you were a time traveler, wouldn't the first thing you would do would be bet on sports? And, like, make a crap ton of money on weird winnings and upsets and things like
You know,
that?
I think
Lottery
it's just me and you think
numbers
like
or-
that.
It's like Back to the Future, remember?
That's right. You stole the book.
Yeah, I think some people want to help people,
Oh, you think so?
help human nature. And, you know what I mean?
They're not, like, selfish trying to make money?
Yeah, I think that's
where you gotta take it.
That's what Babs calls the degenerate. What do you call us, the degenerates?
Degenerates.
Yeah, that's us.
Yeah. No, I'm just going to make a bankroll and then take it with me to like 2214. You know what I mean? Like, and then buy like a Jetsons car or something. I don't know. List season
Jetsons
continues.
car.
Here are the top 10 college football coaches according to Pro Football Focus. Number 10. What?
He's gonna buy a Jetsons car.
Yeah. You know that flies around and stuff?
But in 2020,
I didn't have enough money, so I came back here to bet on sports so I get enough money
And
to
then
buy
go
one of
back
them.
on out,
Yeah,
though.
one of
Okay.
them spaceship things.
Richie in the chat with the quote of the day. So Ron
Exactly.
is the one on
Exactly,
painkillers?
exactly.
Truth.
Right.
Wait, I need to write that one down.
Truth.
Yeah, you're right on that one.
Can you imagine me on painkillers?
No.
I've never been on painkillers.
You don't need to be. You cool like you are.
Ron is the one on painkillers.
You are cool like that, brother.
Goodness. All right, top 10.
Top 10
number
what,
10.
though?
Number 10 is Kurt Signetti with Indiana.
Coaches.
Coaches.
Yeah.
In the
College
nation.
football
Okay, all right,
coaches.
here we go.
Sorry.
Yeah,
I forgot your memory is jacked right now.
He said, "Oh, here we go."
I thought it was just
There we go,
Literally
Jim.
I know what-
5 minutes ago. He said.
So Ron is the one on painkillers.
Okay.
Here we go. Let's go.
Kirk Signetti,
It needs to be
Indiana.
higher than number 10.
Number 10. I agree. And,
And-
they just got a pretty damn good recruiting class going.
Yeah, and people want to point to the schedule. I don't give a crap about the schedule because Indiana's had schedules like that before.
Indiana.
And here's the fact that welcome to the party, pal.
Dude, I'm like, where does he coach at? Yeah, I'm gonna get in the groove in just a minute, though, man.
Okay,
Stay
yeah.
with me.
Signetti, yes, who used to be at James Madison.
I like
Remember-
drugged up Slay.
Remember my story about how I walked in there and I was like, I have never seen that random
Yes.
JMU game I
Yep.
worked. And I was like, wow, that was nuts. I've never in my life seen a coach that sure that they
Yeah,
were
we're
going
gonna win.
to beat their
Yeah.
arse.
What was his quote in the
And the
offseason when he went
spread
to
was
Indiana?
like 7 points.
Yeah.
When he went to
And they beat them by
Indiana,
47.
the press conference, he said, "I win. Google me."
yeah.
Yeah, sure
I
did.
mean, this dude.
nah,
And here's the thing: Signetti won 11 games in year one at Indiana. Indiana had 9 wins total in the previous 3 seasons.
Let me ask y'all something, though. If he had came from a higher Division I school and went to Indiana and won like that, we would still feel the same way? Or is this because he came from a lower?
Yeah, because here's another
Dude,
quick
he
fact
did it
about
with
Indiana.
JMU players.
I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm just saying, like, is he? You know what I mean?
Indiana had never had a double-digit win season ever. They've been playing football since 1887. My man comes in year one. He needs to be higher than 10.
I would say yes. I would say
This
yes.
is the hottest coaches, is what we.
But here's the deal: you're never going to get a somewhat successful Division I person to go coach football at IU.
May not never get a record like that.
That's true.
That's true.
He needs to be higher than 10. He
I
needs to
agree.
be higher than this guy, number 9, Brian Kelly, LSU. What the hell's he done?
Yeah, I ain't did nothing. Wasting people time throwing up L's and dancing. That's all he done did. A lot of recruits time. That's what he been wasting.
Yeah.
All of it's on Nussmeier's shoulder now. It his name Nussmeier? Nussmeier.
Yeah, Deez Nussmeyer, remember? I asked him if that was his nickname. He's like, yeah, some of my buddies call me that.
You did.
He coming so did.
I forgot.
He's coming back.
He coming
He's coming
back.
back.
That was at
SEC Media Days.
SEC Media Days.
So
I remember
did.
that was the point where I was like, oh my gosh,
Yeah, we out here.
we have hit rock bottom.
That was the first question to him. And I was
That's
like,
right.
this is how this is going to go.
I remember
And it didn't even phase him. He was like,
he was
No,
good.
it didn't.
He was
Yeah.
good. And that led to a really good conversation with him, I think.
agreed. Yep.
I totally disarmed him with that. You ever been called Deez Nussmeyer? Also, that's the second time in today's show I've used that phrase.
I know. And the first one took us to break. So get it together, Mayor.
Brian Kelly should not be in the top 10.
No.
All right.
He's been at LSU for 3 seasons. They have not finished higher than 12th in the AP poll. He does not need to be in the top 10 right now.
Yeah, that's tough.
Number 8, James Franklin. We all good with that?
No.
Penn State?
No.
College football playoff last year.
No.
What's your hate with
No.
James?
Schedule. The schedule permits it. Like it. No. Ain't won no big games. If you ain't won no big games, you can't be in there.
His teams do struggle. To win
Every
games.
single time. They bet. Listen, I'm a bettor and bet with him a lot, and he always suckers me in till the end of the season. They
He
got to play
pays
somebody
attention
big.
to it.
He does, and then all of a sudden, boom! They lay an egg. Where did they go? Golly, I can't remember. It was either this past season or the season before, and they should have won.
It's both of them.
Yeah, right.
Seriously,
it does it
it
every
happened
year.
this year, it happened
every
last year.
man. No, I'm not. No, I'm
Yeah.
cool on James.
It does happen.
Cool on.
But I still think, he's a
good
legit
coach.
top 10
No,
coach, though.
I don't know if he's top 10, but
Hey,
he's a good
ladies
coach.
love Cool James.
Yeah, they
Was
can
it
keep loving
Oregon?
him.
Was it the Oregon game?
It might have been.
Yeah.
Where they lost 45-37, last game of the season?
Oh, that might have
Yep.
been it.
But there
You
was
gotta
one
ca-
2 years
suck 'em
ago, too.
in.
There
You
was
gotta-
one
it
2
was
seasons
2 years
ago,
ago.
too.
You got to catch him on the bad teams because that's when he'll turn
He
a
gon-
double-digit point spread and cover.
And that's why he
because he'll
always
go
on this
for it on
list.
4th down, up by 24.
Exactly. Do you remember Furman was like Penn State? Like he gave some ridiculous stat on them against top 10 teams or top whatever 7
Yeah.
teams or something, and they never win.
Yep.
Let's take a quick
Even when they
break.
should.
That's him.
List
man.
of top
like that.
10 college football coaches according to PFF. So far, we've gotten through Kirk Cignetti, Indiana, number 10. Brian Kelly, number 9, LSU. We all agree he should not be there. James Franklin, number 8, Penn State. We'll get you the rest next. 3HL 1045 The Zone.
Yo, 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 yo. You need new windows. You need new doors. I'm going to tell you who you need. Yo, 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 yo. Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. And when you call them at 615-249-1910, you need to tell them that they have to give you the Dawn deal because we're friends. And the Dawn deal right now for the month of July, 60% off qualifying installations. On top of that, 0% APR for 36 months. So go ahead and ask Pella about that. They're the best. Pella, the company, is celebrating 100 years in business this year. So that means, their products are great and the people that work there are great. And I can attest to it because I have used them and they will take care of you. So schedule your free consultation. Check out that limited time special offer. Ask for the Dawn deal. They will give you the best deal they have going at the time if you ask for the Dawn deal. And you can do it all online. How about this? PellaNashville.com.
3HL 1045, the zone 615-737-1045. Talking a little college football. It is list season continuing. Top 10 college football coaches according to PFF. What is it today, Babs? Happy what day?
Prime Day.
What does that mean?
Oh, Amazon Prime, where you can order something and then 12 hours later it's on your doorstep.
It's right up our alley.
And so now there's all these sales and deals that they do for Prime Day from the 8th through the 11th. And my husband is going to hate me. Slay got an alert about it. Slay's on the alert list.
Yeah. I'm telling you, that's the worst thing to be injured and have an Amazon Prime account.
Be injured.
No,
you ain't got nothing
the
to do.
worst thing is to be on medication and have an Amazon Prime because you're going to be like, oh, I need this, I need
But
that.
guess what? They should
That's how I
disable
ended up
it.
with a new blender.
Yeah, they should between midnight and 4 a.m. They should disable everybody's account.
Yeah,
You
but
ended up
that's
with-
when
that's when the damage
That's when
is-
I do my best
That's
work.
when the damage is done.
You ended up with a new blender because you lost it in the divorce.
I did.
And so you got one that you don't use.
I have used it once
And
since I
wasn't
bought
it like
it was out of principle.
it wasn't even you that used it? Is that true?
That is.
Was it Higby that used it?
Yep, that is
See,
accurate.
I remember things. Look
That
at
is
this.
so accurate. Look at you.
The other thing about
It's a bad A blender, by the way.
Do
Do you remember it
got
showed
the
up and
Ninja?
I was like, did I order this?
Yeah, that's what was funny to me before I used to buy things online. You said it's like Christmas. Every day I open the door and there's packages on my front porch and I don't know what they are.
I have no idea what they are.
Meanwhile,
So-
the empty bottle of Pinot Noir is in the garbage can.
Correct. Baby Babs, the other day, we get an Amazon delivery and she goes, Mom, another one of your packages. I was like, who told you to say that? Did Dad tell you to say that? No. Yeah.
Speaking the truth.
Baby Babs is
See, look,
funny, man.
DHB, I just bought a Keurig for $99, regular price, $269.
Okay,
Happy
well,
Prime Day, people.
Can you buy shoes and stuff on them?
You can,
can buy anything.
anything.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
So I ain't never made
I just bought some Disney ear
paper
bows
towels or
for
something.
Baby Babs.
See, Babs is really on there taking advantage.
Oh,
Look at this cute
we
Lilo
need to go
and
to Babs'
Stitch
house.
outfit.
Babs knows how to run herself around that little website.
You know this.
You know this, man. You just responded to a guy named Frank Norris, and I thought that said Frank Morris. Do you know who Frank Morris is?
No.
He's he's the guy that they think. He did escape.
That's your boy.
He escaped Alcatraz.
Oh, no. Your boy's the guy that hijacked the plane.
Yeah, DB Todd.
Yeah.
Is that his name?
No, that's our street over here.
Yeah.
North Nashville, dog.
Who was the guy that took the plane and disappeared?
DB Cooper?
DB Cooper.
Yeah, I was saying DB Ty.
Oh my gosh.
That's our North, man.
He's the one who he took the money on the plane and jumped
Yeah.
off. And
So,
That's
well,
North's boy. I'm telling you.
Theoretically, I love that guy.
Again, Slay's the one on his
Exactly, man.
DB Todd. I love that you were quick enough to catch that.
Yeah, I
Wait a
know,
minute.
that's it.
That's our street out here.
Yeah, we're right around the corner.
Good job, Slay.
Way,
All right,
way to
focus.
keep me in check. No, Frank Morris escaped from Alcatraz, and they think that he made it and lived his life out.
Yeah, he probably didn't.
I don't know that story.
Yeah, so that's not Frank Norris, but that was Frank Morris. Anyway, let's.
All right.
Real quick, though.
Yeah, okay.
Go back to Drake. No, I'm going with you. I'm with you, lady.
Okay.
DB Todd Boulevard.
No.
What happened? there?
Babs just knew I was about to go on the tangent with you. No, I'm riding with you, Babsy. I'm in the car with you. I
Okay,
want to
good.
get to this James Franklin thing that Zell pulled up at the break.
Okay,
Oh,
so top
his
10
record?
college football
Yes.
coaches according to PFF. Number 10, Kirk Cignetti needs to be higher because Indiana had 9 wins the previous 3 years. He won 11 games last year. They had never had a double-digit winning season ever since 1887. He does it in year 1. Number 9, Brian Kelly doesn't need to be on the list because they have not finished higher than 12th in the AP poll at LSU in 3 seasons. James Franklin, number 8. We had some debate there. What do you have on James Franklin?
So I went back and counted all of his wins and losses for top 25 and top 10 teams since 2014 when he joined Penn State. So against top 25 teams, 15-28 at Penn State.
Come on, dog.
Against top 10 teams, 4-19. He's only got 4 top 10
Dog,
wins.
you're not
in his
hot.
time
You're not hot.
at Penn State.
Told y'all, man.
4-19.
Come on, man. Schedule is, listen. And then guess what? That's going to get even worse because of who's been added to the Big Ten now. You just had two you had to worry about.
Yeah.
Now you ain't got just two you
I
got to
will
worry.
say-
Oregon you got to worry about now. You know what I'm saying? All right.
Lots of losses to Ohio
UCLA.
State and Michigan in his time at Penn State. Lots of losses.
Yeah, but in a where you're the juggernaut in that conference, like that, what else matters? He could be better be careful with Cincinnati.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm me too. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Hey man, all right, okay, all
They
right.
did
Franklin.
handle Indiana, though, last year. Yes,
Yeah,
they
but
did.
then you kind of outmanned them still.
Yeah.
War of attrition could kick in.
Um,
Let's see what happened now that
number
they know
7.
how hot he is.
That's right. Number 7, I argued this one just based on recency bias. Kalen DeBoer, Alabama. We talked about this yesterday. Ryan Williams had a great comment. He said this was the first season at Alabama, his freshman year, first season at Alabama that they didn't have double-digit wins since he's been alive. How about that?
Okay, but
And that was year 1 for DeBoer. And they lost to Vanderbilt. And they lost to their arch rival, Tennessee.
one
One of their
season,
arch rivals.
one season doesn't discount him, right?
Right,
That's
well, that's-
because he was so strong.
At Washington.
Right.
That's where the debate lies, yes.
Yes. I mean, now
Oh.
come this year and next year, then we can talk.
All right, let me slide back in this little lane right here. I'm gonna go back in the middle lane real quick.
Wait, are you out of her car now?
No, she in the left lane. She like go fast. I'm sliding over to the middle lane where I can just kind of cruise a little bit and say this because I ain't really sure. But wasn't Washington in the Pac-12?
Yes.
Yes, was.
So the same thing that I'm saying about James Franklin, the success that he was having at Washington. Now you stepped up a notch. I'm putting my blinker back on
No,
and go
I
over
mean,
it with
that's
Babs.
fair.
I'm just putting that in now. I'm just
Yep.
saying.
Yep. That's fair.
I ain't saying,
so-
I'm like,
So we had a talk yesterday with Chris Lowe. Chris Lowe was
he might
nice.
still be good on that level.
Chris Lowe
Alabama
was
a different level.
nice enough to call us on vacation. He was at dinner on
He sent
vacation,
me a picture today.
and he called.
Shame on him and Tony White.
He said,
Was he with him?
Yeah, man.
"Oh, okay. I thought it was
Sent me
a
a
family
picture
thing."
of yeah, man with the beach behind them and drinks in the air. Come on, I don't want to see that.
So he said he called because he wanted to step in for his man Slay.
Yeah, good job, CeeLo. Then you send me that picture.
And so we asked him the question because Babs and I debated it a little bit. Is Kalen DeBoer under pressure already in year 2 at Alabama? And my argument is yes. He won 9 games, failed to win 10 for the first time since 2007 at Alabama. He also lost to Vanderbilt for the first time in 40 years, lost to Tennessee in Knoxville. If he doesn't make the playoff this year
Golly.
and has another clunker loss, Chris Lowe brought up the Oklahoma loss by 3 touchdowns
True.
to not a very good Oklahoma team.
Yeah.
Guess what, though, y'all? Golly, man, this is my thing. All right, cool. That's where the standard was set with Saban setting it there. That is not realistic.
That's what Bab's argument
Yeah,
was.
so that's not realistic,
You're still in the
dog.
car with her.
Yeah, I'm told I put my blinker back on to get back over there with him. But this,
I like you riding around with me.
Yeah.
I can't.
This is drugged up.
This is drugged up slaves,
Yeah.
just like me.
Meanwhile, everybody thinks I'm the one that's drugged up.
It's drugged up slaves just like me. Hey, man.
3HO bingo card.
All I'm saying is, dog, Alabama, the life that you all have been living. Okay, let me take y'all back to this. The life that the Chicago Bulls were living with Phil Jackson at the helm. Yes, he had Michael Jordan, but winning in that pace.
And so many others.
That's
though.
not
Yeah.
real. What he went and did with the LA Lakers to go get 5 championships, it's not real. What John Wooden did out in UCLA, that's not reality, y'all. Those are special times that can go in a time capsule, especially where we are today. Like that doesn't.
Are you bringing time travelers back in?
I'm just saying,
Again.
man. Ross told me on one of these little post-it notes that he left, like, dude, this is not the way of life. Nick Saban had them people in a capsule. I would have loved to be in there. Like the people that lived through that era, like Ryan Williams saying, dude, they ain't lost like this. What was he, 2 years old or something?
No,
he
he
said?
wasn't alive.
He wasn't even alive. So that let you know. this is a make-believe.
That was a great
It's a
quote.
make-believe world right
I
there,
wasn't
dog.
even alive the last time they won single-digit
dog,
games.
This is it. 9 wins, 10 wins. Yeah. If schedule permits in the conference that you're in, that's
schedule's
supposed to be
tough.
the strongest conference, permits you to win double-digit year in and year.
I wonder if Taj Simpson
Tough,
fits
man.
DeBoer's system better than Jalen Milroe. As good as Milroe was,
I won't push back against
I
that.
wonder if DeBoer is more confident and comfortable calling
push back
plays
against
with Simpson or the guy. I mean, if it really is a battle, the guy that they brought in from Washington that
I
came
wouldn't
with
push back
him.
with that. Because he sling that thing.
And they
Simpson do.
do have your boy at wide receiver that transferred in.
Isaiah Horton.
They
got what? They're still getting talent.
and Chris Lowe said their defense will be much better than it was last
That's
year.
one of the things too.
Yeah.
That was in that. Their defense was in the way a little bit.
So Kalen DeBoer 7. Number 6, Steve Sarkisian, Texas. By the way, Arch Manning will be at SEC Media Day. Can you imagine the cameras that are going to follow that dude around?
Everywhere.
How about that?
We had to see the little spike strips up.
Zeph, you going to get Arch Manning on the show?
I was going to say, we got to put the spike strips down to slow them down.
Texas is under Dawn's list of requests.
Way to just put that on her.
Good job, Zev. I like that.
I need to make sure that
Allocating.
Arch isn't on
Bianco's
here.
my guy. He's
So.
the best. Love him.
You worked them.
Yeah.
We did get
A
all
couple
3 Texas
times.
players last year,
We sure did.
and they were all great.
Sure did.
2 of them were first-round draft picks.
I have put in the request. I also requested Sark, but Sark does nothing but
He
what
doesn't.
he has to
He doesn't
do.
like doing it.
Which you also have to remember, by the way, that at SEC Media Days, these coaches, from the time they get there until the time they walk out the door and go hop on their private jets, they are in interviews, meetings. They sit with Marty and McGee for 45 minutes. They sit with, well, it used to be CBS. They sit with ESPN. They sit with SEC Network. They have all of these other priorities that
Every
they
minute
have
is
to get
accounted
done.
for.
Every single minute is accounted for. So the fact that we get any coaches
Really?
is just because they're nice enough to be like, oh, hey, guys, love y'all. We'll sit down with you.
It's
you
either
know?
that or they do like doing it or relationship
Right.
that we have.
Exactly.
I think I'm gonna play up the Walker a little bit on this one.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
sympathy.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
You're going to
Come
get
down
sympathy
there
votes.
like, my bad, coach. Let me get out your way. I know you're in a rush.
Yeah.
Let
Slade,
me
did
move.
you see?
Hey, by the time I get out of your way, you can just sit down and chat, and then
Or you just trip them.
I'll be free. I promise you.
You just trip them and they fall down right in the chair.
Slade, did you see Dawn's campaign to get?
I did see that on
listeners
Twitter.
To tweet
Yeah.
at Lane Kiffin.
Yep.
At Lane_Kiffin.
At
at
Lane
Lane
underscore
_ Kiffin, we would like to get you on.
and
Yeah,
get
I
him
thought
on.
That was dope.
that was a nice play right there.
And she got a lot of listeners that did it on their own, too.
Yes.
So
So if y'all want to tweet at Lane_Kiffin and invite him to do 3HL in Atlanta
3HL, let's go.
next week.
Get her done.
Slade's got some boom boom room questions for him.
That's right.
Can you
Oh,
imagine
man,
Kiffin?
Lane in the
Burning
boom
mattresses.
boom room would be
Yeah.
amazing. But I did say, I'm like,
Burning
Coach,
mattresses.
you haven't been on in 5 or 6
time.
years in Nashville. It's
You
time.
tweet about the state of Tennessee and the,
right.
the sport
It's time.
too much. Yeah, like,
So come on.
Number 5, Marcus Freeman, Notre
Lane
Dame.
_ Kiffin. Hit him up.
yes.
Top 10 college football coaches. All right, Tupac. Top 10 coaches, college football coaches according to PFF. Number 5, Marcus Freeman, Notre Dame.
Yeah. Yep.
He's strong.
Yep.
The loss to
You're good with
Northern
him?
Illinois.
Good with him. You know how I
aside,
feel about him.
the way they bounced back from that,
Man.
it didn't affect them.
That-
Brian Kelly walking out the
That's
door.
the most impressive
Yeah,
part.
that did it for me.
Because that loss sucked. But
That did it for me. And then this recruiting that he's doing, like this,
I mean,
he belongs.
kids love him.
Yes, it
Dan Lanning, Oregon, number 4.
is. Yo, can't figure him out. Can't figure him out. Can't figure him out.
I mean, he's winning games.
He is. It's weird though.
It does feel weird.
It's like it's in the woods and it's hidden, but every time he just pop up.
He's
at
like
the
a
end.
Sasquatch coach.
Like he's always there.
Yeah.
I just don't know how he getting there.
A Sasquatch?
Yeah, he's in the woods hiding, but he's getting it done.
Like it's weird, dog. I'm telling you.
Sasquatch
Like I respect what he doing and how he doing it. It's just
I
think
like
it's
him.
so far. I'm cool. I'm cool with him.
Yeah.
I'm cool with it. It's
I
just-
think cool is the right word
yeah, like,
for right now.
Yeah. I'm waiting on him to fall.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. But
Oh,
I'm-
you really would trip him
Yeah.
with your walker.
Probably would.
Is it because it's Oregon?
I think so.
Yeah.
And I just don't. Big Ten, how y'all let that man just come in and take over like that? That's what I'm more ashamed of.
Yeah.
Taylor Lewan, y'all just let that man just come in and take over. He owns the Big Ten. No way Texas or Oklahoma could come in there.
What time? What time? What number are we on?
4.
He's 4.
He's
Dan Lanning's 4.
Okay.
Number 3, Dabo Swinney, Clemson.
Hottest coaches right now?
Top 10 college football coaches according to PFF. Dabo
Just
Swinney,
top
number
10.
3. They play LSU to start the season. LSU's lost, 4 consecutive openers?
No, they don't play.
Right. They're playing
Cupcakes.
Clemson.
They're playing-
Last year they played, 2 years ago they played Florida State when Florida State was
Notre
good.
Dame, right?
Last year was Notre Dame, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they're playing opponents.
You don't love Dabo
Why?
Swinney, do
You-
I
You're
know,
not-
so I'll put some up. I'll put him in the top 10, but he'd be a lot higher. A lot
3.
lower.
Not
yeah,
3.
A lot lower, yeah.
But who are you going to put in front of him?
Like 4 years ago, I put him at 3.
Yeah, and the way he did it, I'm cool with that. He did it this
3-4
way.
years ago, I put him at
Might
2.
be at the knock. Yeah, he might be
Behind
knocking on the door.
Yeah.
So I
And Kirby.
Golly.
Those
I
are the
will,
3.
I will say in Dabo's case, like being able to keep Clemson relevant despite, not
that's
Yes.
big.
not buying
That's
into
huge.
the NIL stuff
That's
as
huge.
Not using
quickly
the
as everybody
portal.
else.
That's huge. I
Like-
put Freeman.
And he also has bought into the NIL.
Yeah,
he had
yes,
no
but-
choice.
Just now,
but it
though.
took-
just
the
had no
portal
choice.
and the
some
NIL
while.
now.
It took him a while, and he still kept Clemson relevant. So, credit to him on that.
Number 2, Ryan Day,
Man,
Ohio State.
Nope.
no, definitely not.
He just won a national title. Still can't beat Michigan.
Nope.
I cannot believe they didn't beat them this year.
Why was that our reaction to Ryan
Because
Day?
ain't no everybody off of him. Everybody off of him.
I kind of knew
Dude
that y'all.
wins, but
No.
that's my reaction.
I kind of knew y'all would react that way.
Hey, no.
He's a very unlikable coach.
He'd do it at the drive-through window, like when you ride through there and you see him serving the food. I'm gonna come back another day.
I put Dabo ahead of Ryan
If he
Day.
back up cooking, I ain't eating here today. Cool.
His beard is
I put
weird.
that boy ahead him too.
It's
Put
because
Marcus Freeman ahead
he
him
dyes
too.
it way
He
too dark.
dyes it way too
Way
dark.
too dark.
That
Yeah,
beard.
and it don't feel organic.
Also,
it don't
you
feel
can't
natural what he
beat
got
Michigan.
going on.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's true. Even when Michigan sucked.
I need his players up here to come in and give me why he should be that high.
Also, they won a national championship because they spent $20 million on a
'Cause they
football roster.
paid-
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
They played very well.
Like, it's hard to coach a $20 million roster.
That offensive
bad.
coordinator that was hired didn't hurt either.
The offensive coordinator was high.
No, I'm saying him from the offensive coordinator from Ohio State.
Was it
Paid.
What's his
Paid
name?
pretty?
Chip Kelly?
Chip Kelly, yeah.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
he when he lit the match, that offense struck.
Mm-hmm.
It was on fire.
Well done. Drugs and all.
I'm in here.
That was really well put together.
I'm here, yo. I do that from time to time in here.
Number 1, Kirby Smart, Georgia.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Now
I mean, is there any argument?
no. But see, that's what I'm talking about. The time capsule people are living in. Like Georgia still ain't won national championships like Bama had.
It feels like Vegas is fading Georgia this year, though.
They want to.
That they're taking a step back.
I thought they wanted to do it last year.
I
Why?
think they did.
Because of the quarterback?
They don't know. Gunner, what is
Stockton.
Stockton.
And he will be
Well,
at SEC Media Days.
Remember when all of their defense was like in the NFC East?
Yes.
Like they're still good, but they're not that.
Yep. And they haven't replaced weapons that they were able to lose on the outside either. Them receivers and tight ends.
Do that again.
Hey, Gunnar Stockton's first real road game, Knoxville.
Is it?
Georgia favored by 7.5.
on, y'all.
And
come on,
listen,
Neely.
judging my Twitter
Come on,
responses,
Neely.
Vols fans are the most obnoxious fan base in the SEC.
Hey, listen, you got to be proud about something. Hey, and if that's got to be it, we'll wear that proud.
We
That's
had,
the thing.
we had multiple Tennessee fans saying that about their own fan base,
Yes.
and they were proud of it.
But I think it's only football though.
No,
Chris Lowe said,
Like all the sports.
people were saying just across the board. Doesn't matter.
But that's because they want to be number one. In
Yeah,
something.
well,
I
Gator,
think the
No,
discussion
not
was
Tennessee people.
the discussion was mostly football, though. It was.
Right.
But Chris Lowe said, and it was a good point, he said for a long time, because Tennessee won forever, and then they fell off the face of the earth,
Right.
fell off the map,
right.
and now they've started to win again, and Chris Lowe feels like Tennessee fans have like an inferiority thing.
But what's the name the same way and they ain't won nothing? Texas. They fan base the exact same way and they ain't won nothing.
They're still the newbie into the
Okay,
SEC.
in the
I
conference.
feel
Okay,
like
all right.
not
Oh, we just talking
everybody
about
has
just conference.
been accustomed
Okay.
because like my football producer that I asked my football crew because they're not SEC people, and her answer was Texas, overall Texas. For
It's
me,
no
period.
question.
Yeah.
There was another person you worked with that said Texas A&M, and I
Yes.
talked to somebody last night that said Texas A&M.
Really?
I haven't been there, so I
they're
haven't.
just weird.
I haven't. I
Dude,
felt them.
I'm with
that
Zeph
place
on that one.
is pretty. That
It's-
place at
yeah.
night is special.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Texas
Okay.
is
Well, and then I got basketball. It's definitely Kentucky.
no question.
But there were UT, Texas, and Tennessee were overwhelmingly
Good
mentioned.
job, y'all. Way to rip.
Did you just say?
I'm proud of us.
Oh, you meant UT as in
I'm proud of us.
Texas. Okay, I thought you said
UT.
UT, Texas, and
No,
Tennessee.
she
I was
meant
like,
No,
Texas.
I got
UT
it.
as in the two UTs,
Yeah, yeah,
Texas
I got you.
and
That's only
Tennessee.
really
When I
one
heard it,
good.
I thought you said like 3 different UTs, and I was like,
Nah,
I got you. Now.
Both UTs go
obnoxious.
on the same day at SEC Media Days again, second year.
Oh,
in a
that's
row.
gonna be good.
Tennessee and Texas the same day. All right, we do have the SEC Media Day football player list, the players that'll be available. We've got that for you next. 3HL 104.5 The Zone.
What's happening, y'all? MedicalHouseCalls.com is where you need to head to. Healthcare designed for your life. It's real simple. This is the number you call, 615-838-2375, 7 days a week, Monday through Sunday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Same-day appointments are available, next day guaranteed. Now, this is for the people that, look, you just hate going to the hospital. You hate calling your doctor. Guys, if you're like me, after working out and something's aggravating you, you don't want to go in, or you need to, get that muscle memory back, or maybe just get the IV, man. Just get yourself back to where you're supposed to be. You're not getting enough fluids in you. Well, this is your opportunity. Get Medical House Calls on the line. They came in here while we were doing 3HL. Fed us IV, 45 minutes, boom. Mine was actually in 40 minutes because apparently my vein was a little bigger and a little dehydrated. Boom, got me right back in there. Mobile IV therapy, primary care, at-home urgent care, does not matter. They fit all your needs. MedicalHouseCalls.com.
3HL 1045 The Zone. 3HL is presented by Ferguson Home. Bring your vision to Ferguson Home where it all comes together. They have locations in Mount Juliet, Powell Avenue in Nashville, New Salem Road in Murfreesboro, West Dunbar Cave Road in Clarksville, Lovers Lane in Bowling Green. And you can check them out online, fergusonhome.com. It is Tupac Tuesday. Slay Dog is back.
What up, dog? What's happening?
Good to have you back.
Glad to be back. I miss y'all, man.
Oh,
We
yeah.
really missed you.
Needed y'all injected into my veins.
You had a lot of other stuff injected into
Hey,
your
I
veins,
did.
taken out of your knee.
You got to go on your list, don't you?
No?
Oh, you finished the list? Who was on one?
Kirby Smart.
Kirby Smart.
I like it when you're about to
You
say something.
agreed.
I did.
I like it when you're about to say something, then you look at me like I'm about to say something, and then you yield to me. I'm like, no, go. What do you got?
So I did have.
We got 3 hours up in this beast.
So Chris recorded me being high.
No
on the,
way.
yeah,
oh, wait, we
anesthesia.
got it with your wisdom
Yeah.
teeth, too.
Wait, like,
Yeah. So
Yeah.
this was
like
different.
Afro Man?
Yeah, but the anesthesia. So this is me. I was inviting. I wonder, can I play it? I got to play it and listen to it, make sure. I don't think I said nothing crazy.
Let's double check that.
But
Maybe send it to Zeph
yeah, I'm
to
sending it to Zeph. I'm sending it to you, Zeph.
let him make sure we're okay.
Yeah,
there.
you look at it, and then this was me. I was
Here.
gone and getting ready to. What was I getting ready to do? They were already putting a drip in me and preparing me to take me on back. So
Oh, is this when you
Oh.
were fighting it?
You were
Yeah, I was
about, you were
fighting.
about to count
yeah, I was
back from
fighting.
10.
Yep.
I was fighting it.
He was trying real hard.
It was real good though. I was proud of myself.
Did they make you
Where
count
is it?
back twice?
No, I don't.
Is that somebody else's story?
No, that's mine. That was at the dentist. That was for my wisdom teeth.
Oh, yeah.
I fought that one. That's what made me think I could fight this one.
No.
Why are you trying to fight it?
That's a
This was a
whole
real one. Yeah,
different
this was-
anesthesia going
Yeah,
on
that was
here.
Michael Jackson. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. I mean,
Michael Jackson anesthesia.
Yeah, this ain't no fighting this one.
Just beat it.
Yeah, you couldn't. Could not. Where did I get it? I thought I sent it to y'all.
I haven't seen it. Chris did send
I
us
got
some
it.
videos.
You got it.
yeah.
You
Send it
did?
to Zeph.
I don't have it. I don't know why I don't have it.
I don't know what mine.
While y'all do that, SEC Media Day players, Tennessee, obviously it's coach and 3 players from each team. Tennessee sending tight end Miles Kitzelman, 22 receptions, 301 yards, 4 touchdowns, transfer from Bama. He was the one that was kind of outspoken when Nico left, remember?
Yeah.
About him not showing up at practice and not telling anybody.
Said he wasn't going to welcome him back, right?
Yep. Linebacker Arian Carter, Vols leading tackler last year, 68 tackles, 6.5 tackles for a loss, 6 pass breakups, 3 quarterback hurries, and an interception.
Didn't we have him?
We did have him last year.
Did we have
I
him
liked
on?
him.
Yeah.
He's a stud.
Yes, he is.
Defensive tackle Bryson Eason, who I've been told has a huge personality.
Good.
That'll be
Which-
fun.
We need in the boom boom room. 7 tackles for a loss last year. Also had a sack. And they've been saying good things about him. Quarterbacks are coming. Well, first, let me tell you, Vanderbilt.
The quarterbacks are coming.
You went to the British are coming? Like I'm Paul Revere?
That's exactly what I thought of. Quarterbacks are coming. The quarterbacks are coming.
Vanderbilt is sending their quarterback, Diego Pavia. Also, safety outside linebacker Rendon Fontanella.
Which, by the way, I can't wait to talk to Pavia in person,
for sure.
unfiltered.
That was going to be my next question. Him or Arch going to have a bigger
Arch.
It's
crowd
always
around
going to
him.
be
It's gonna be
Arch.
Arch.
Yeah.
Texas.
Man, Diego is a walking
Soundbite?
soundbite, dog.
Yeah.
Like I'm flying over there to Diego.
Yeah.
Arch ain't gonna say, "Come on,
Arch ain't gonna say
Arch
anything.
is
too
not going to say
polished.
anything. He's going to be
Yeah,
super
come on,
boring.
man. Yes,
He's not
he
gonna-
is.
I kind of want to ask him about his cousin.
That'd be you
that
probably
weird?
get more. No, you probably get more.
The middle
Ask him
school
about that.
quarterback?
Yeah, you
Peyton's
probably get more
son?
than that.
I'm sure he'll
What's his name,
love
Marshall?
that.
Right.
He'd probably rather talk about that than himself.
Yep.
Yeah.
Vanderbilt, Randon Fontanella, also Martel Height, defensive back. That's who Vanderbilt's bringing. The quarterbacks that are coming, 11 quarterbacks. So only 5 schools not sending quarterbacks. Those are Tennessee. Texas A&M's not sending Marcel Reed, which is interesting to me. Who, by the way, happy
think that's
birthday.
weird.
Happy birthday, Sale.
Yeah.
That's right.
21 today
Man,
Wow.
from Nashville.
that's all right.
I think that's
It is.
Weird.
It's weird that they're not taking him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To me, Mississippi, no, Mississippi State is. Missouri not taking quarterback.
They got
Alabama
one.
not taking quarterback. Tennessee and Kentucky not taking a quarterback.
Who was Missouri's quarterback?
I have no idea.
That's what I'm saying.
Brock Joseph.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's why they not bringing him.
That sounds like a guy I created on College Football 26, which is, by the way, out today.
Yeah, I would have spanked Zeph today, too, if we was on the road.
Okay.
But I ain't. Zeph like to
Wait,
sit up.
what's the series record?
Man,
between y'all?
listen, it's two series. One is a hidden camera series, and one is a realistic series, and one is a me fried series.
Okay.
Zeph took advantage of me. I'm gonna be real
No.
with everybody.
All right, you want to hear who the Missouri quarterbacks
You
are?
sat there and let me drink, Zeph,
Wait,
and acted like you were drinking.
you had no choice in that deal?
Yeah, no, because I'm thinking like, oh man, we just gonna have a good time out here.
You the drinks.
You might as well have been. I think we just gonna have a good time out here on the patio, getting to know each other. You know what I mean? Cigars going, and then all of a sudden, let's go play the game. I'm like, come on, Zeph, I'm fried. Okay, I'll go play it.
Oh, so Zeph misrepresented himself.
Yeah, man. I think he's gonna be
as being fried.
Bingo.
Okay.
There you go.
And he wasn't.
That's that other
He
job.
wrote you in.
Oh, that's that other job. He does this all the
No,
time.
but see, I was talking about playing him before he ever decided to get fried. So
We talked
right.
about a lot of things before.
the Missouri, real quick before we go to break, the Missouri quarterbacks, because I don't recognize anybody.
He's the Penn State backup guy that left, right?
So there is a freshman named Matt Zollers.
No.
There is a graduate transfer from Penn State called Bo Prabula.
Yes, that's
Bo
him.
Pahula?
Prabula?
Prabula.
Oh, yeah, I know that guy. I know that guy.
Do you?
Yeah. No,
Prabula.
he's
remember
legit. I
him.
mean, he stepped in for Penn State and
That's right.
did something. Yeah.
Then there
And it was a
is-
surprise that he left.
He transferred before the playoff,
Yes,
remember?
That's right, he
he
did.
did.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's how bad he wanted to be in Como, Missouri.
I forgot he went
No,
to
that's how
Missouri.
bad he wanted a job.
Yeah.
Then there is Tommy Locke, who's a graduate transfer.
I'm a lot.
He's only
Recognize
177 pounds.
He sounds like a private
That's like
investigator.
you, Zeph.
Yeah, there's no way that guy's playing in the SEC.
Self quarterback.
And then there's Sam Horn. He's a redshirt junior.
I like the name.
Yeah, he sounds like a private investigator, too.
He's 6'4", 220.
He seemed like he could sling it. With a name
Sam
like that.
Horn?
Yeah.
Sam
Yeah,
Horn.
Samuel Horn.
Y'all are
No,
crazy.
not Samuel.
He doesn't have a quarterback number. though.
Bo's gonna win that job,
Yeah,
right?
he's
Yeah, I
number
know
20.
Chris.
Sam Horn is number 21, not a quarterback number.
He's sure.
I was just going to say, you pardon yourself?
Now, not a modern quarterback number. All right, let me rephrase.
Pardon your Zeph.
Wait, is that what he said?
Yeah.
Might as well.
He should have.
I'll take
Bingo
it.
card.
I would have. And I'm stone cold sober. All right, here are the quarterbacks that are going. Taylor Green, who was there last year from
That's our
Arkansas.
guy. I like him.
Auburn, Jackson Arnold. So we'll talk with him. DJ Lagway from Florida.
Yes.
Gunnar Stockton, Georgia. Garrett Nussmeier again from LSU. Austin Simmons. I want to talk to this dude. He's already graduated college. He's 19. He skipped 2 grades.
No, graduated high school.
No, college.
As a sophomore?
yeah.
Undergrad.
What?
He skipped 2 grades. I'm telling you.
I mean, he showed up on campus at what, 17?
He's already a graduate. He's 19
And he's
years
19
old.
now?
He's absolutely brilliant, this dude.
Oh, he got to be.
Who skipped 2 grades? I've never heard of anybody. I'll hear the random person that skipped 1 grade.
Yeah.
My granddad skipped the 5th
skipped
grade.
classes and don't have to take classes. But
He skipped 2 grades. I want to talk to that dude. Blake Shapen, Mississippi State.
Blake.
Talked to him last year.
Yep, we did.
Oklahoma.
Former Baylor guy.
Yep. Oklahoma, John Mateer. Be interested to talk to him.
Yeah.
People hyping him up. South Carolina, Lenora Sellers. Another genius. Bruce Feldman did a story on him. He's wanted to be an architect since he was in the 5th grade.
That's why he wore the glasses.
Feldman said he was in the gifted program in the 5th grade. He still talks with the teacher.
That's what's up.
He still wants to be an architect.
Oh.
Could have been an architect, Jerry.
He's going to be one.
Arch Manning from Texas and Diego Pavia from Vanderbilt. Those are the quarterbacks
Good little class.
that are going to be at SEC
There were not a lot of
Media
quarterbacks
Days.
last year, right?
Nope, it wasn't. Nope, it wasn't.
No, that's true. Jeremy Fowler from ESPN asked league executives, coaches, and scouts to rank each NFL position, coming up with a top 10 at each position. Today, it was defensive tackles. Where is Big Jeff ranked in the top 10 defensive tackle list? We've got that for you next. 3HL 104.5 The Zone. This conversation, I'm supposed to talk about Brentwood jewelry. It's like the real problem here is that you have no ass muscle. And then Davenport goes, "Wait, you don't have an ass muscle?" And my mic is literally on while y'all are saying that. Anyway, Brandon Amamale would be glad to know that you're working on your ass muscles. You can work on your jewelry gifting opportunities at Brentwood Jewelry. 7012 Church Street in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road. BrentwoodJewelry.com is the website. For more than 50 years, Brentwood Jewelry has been proudly serving the Middle Tennessee area with exceptional style and exceptional deals every day. As a family-owned and operated business spanning 3 generations, they are deeply rooted within this community. From Salem service and the Special Forces to his sons serving as local firefighters, the Amamale family is dedicated to giving back in a time that is imperative to support local. Shop Brentwood Jewelry. Brentwood Jewelry here to help you pop the question. Let them help you take the stress out of selecting the perfect engagement ring. They can help you find a beautiful ring in your ideal budget. Browse their incredible selection of one-of-a-kind rings or talk with their custom design specialist to create a stunning ring as remarkable as your loved one. Brentwood Jewelry. They've got everything you need jewelry-wise. To help you, as I mentioned, with your gifting opportunities throughout the course of the year, as there are many, and they can do it for you. 7012 Church Street in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road. Exceptional style, exceptional deals every day for more than 50 years. Visit BrentwoodJewelry.com.
What's happening, y'all? LowTCenter.com is where you need to head over to. They got one in Hendersonville and one in Brentwood. I promise you, they will not let you down. One right down McEwen is the one I like to go and frequent. Now, you understand that online TRT services might seem convenient, but often you end up spending hundreds of dollars on unreliable test kits, then waiting for days for lab results before you even know if you qualify. The testosterone levels are important to you. Guys, you got to stay on top of your health. This is the way to do it. They say you meet with the doctor, but sometimes you don't even see a person on the screen. So do you feel comfortable trusting your health to a guy on the chat? Or after all of that, you got to wait again for some meds in the mail? That's too much going on. Go to lowtcenter.com where they are there on site. You got labs on site. You get your test back right away. And I'm telling you, it's other pop-up shops that's happening out here. I've tried them. They're no good, man. I'm telling you, go with lowtcenter.com. And then understand, prescription weight loss treatments, they got those too. Semaglutide is right there. And if you qualify for treatment, you can get a free B12 shot when you start. Offer is limited, so go right now to mylowt.com.
Good evening. It's 5:05. I'm Joseph Bonanno live from the 104.5 The Zone Studios with SEC Media Days coming up next week. The schools announced the student-athlete attendees. And for the Vols, it'll be bringing junior linebacker Arian Carter, senior tight end Miles Kitzelman, and senior defensive tackle Bryson Eason. For Vanderbilt, they're bringing junior outside linebacker Randon Fontenette, junior defensive back Martel Height, and graduate quarterback Diego Pavia. Only 5 SEC schools not bringing a quarterback to Media Days. That includes Tennessee, Kentucky, A&M, Missouri, and Alabama. In other news, Georgia Tech hiring Tennessee Senior Deputy Athletics Director and Chief Revenue Officer Ryan Alpert as the school's newest Director of Athletics. For a 5-year contract. Alpert was one of Danny White's top assistants. For your foundation repair, waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home. For the Titans and Balls, this is 104.5 The Zone.
Three HL 104.5 The Zone. Bridge already with you on a Tuesday afternoon in the Music City. Hope you're having a great day. Why did the music go down so quickly?
I mean, very fast.
I accidentally hit it. Trying to slide
Come
over.
on, Zeph.
My bad,
dog.
my bad.
It's like it fell off the Niagara Falls or something.
All right, I turned it back up.
The music went off in a barrel. Maybe I'm getting a contact high off your
That's
pills.
what it is. You excited?
I am excited that you're back.
Me too, you are.
I'm excited that Don Davenport is here, too.
Hey, Babette.
I'm in the building.
Hey.
Have you managed to take advantage of Amazon Prime Day
Yes,
while on the air?
sure did.
Travis sent us a message and said, get her off her phone.
As a matter of fact, Mr. Babs, there will be a big box overnight delivery, 4 to 8 a.m. right in front of our door tomorrow morning.
What did you get?
Hey, man.
Oh, just a bunch of stuff I don't need.
Babs.
Oh, she's not done either. Y'all think this is it?
Just the beginning.
Wait till she
No,
gets
yeah. It's the 8th through the 11th.
Go for 3 days.
It's
I was
3
gonna say,
days.
wait till she gets that
It's a
bottle of wine in
binge.
her hand, too.
It's a whole binge, dog.
It's a whole.
I had to Amazon some new sunglasses because I left mine in an Uber in Italy.
Oh, you can get sunglasses on her?
They have Ubers in Italy?
They do.
Lots of questions going on. Executive producer of 3HL.
So you can
What's
get
up?
everything.
Can. Okay.
You get sunglasses.
Oh, that's
you
all right.
get like Band-Aids, medicine, dog bones.
Dog bones.
Zev yesterday was trying to start a world war between the United States and Italy.
Wow.
I simply asked him how great was the pasta and what was different over there, and he said it's.
Well,
He said-
first off, I said it was great, and then they were like, well,
No, it's
what was
phenomenal.
great about it? And then I tried to describe it, and I said the worst possible word I could say.
What did you say?
I
He
said,
said it's
doughy,
It's doughy over there,
but that's not what I meant.
and it's
just
rubbery
what I
over
said.
here. And
I
I'm
said-
like, you just angered two countries.
You just pissed off
I said
everybody.
the pasta over here is not fresh, so when you like chew it, it feels rubbery.
That's
Over
why-
there,
that's
it's
why
nice
Slay-
and like soft and like you can tell it's fresh.
Slade, that's why you saw my tweet. I was trying to think of Chrysalis as the Italian
okay,
restaurant
gotcha. I saw
in
that. It
Cool
was
Spring.
like,
They,
where did this
every
come
day
from?
they have a fresh pasta.
Yeah.
And then you can get any dish with
Oh,
that
that's
pasta.
the name of it.
Chrysalis, yeah.
Oh, I had that.
It's so good. It's not doughy.
No,
Yeah, like,
it's a
that's
bad word.
what?
I acknowledged
Somebody-
it was a bad word.
Somebody wrote in and said it's more dense.
It is.
You spent a lot of time over there.
Hell yeah! Like
just fresh.
it's just fresh. That's like you don't have to find no other words to put around it. It's fresh.
Yeah, that
And
was
it
my
is
mistake.
very,
I tried
very
to find
good.
another word.
Yeah, you don't need to. Like it's and what you got to understand, and the preservatives. That's what you ain't got to worry about.
Right.
So you getting all natural taste. Like no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It is really, really good. And it does when like people always say like, well, I know for here the pasta and pizza sits on you. You know what I'm saying? Like when you eat it. You get four
heavy.
slices. Yeah, you get 4 slices of pizza. It's like, oh, Lord of mercy. Like, you know what I'm saying? But over there, when you get the pizza and everything, like I used to when I used to live over there, when I played over there, I would come here and not order pizza for the whole summer.
Because it's too different.
It was too different. And then I get over there and be like, dog, this tastes way better because it's all Like it's paper thin, you know what I mean? A real thin
the pizza,
crust.
yes.
It's phenomenal, dog. So yeah, that's the only difference. Like you know,
But this man had one sentence.
Yeah, you wrong.
Over
Zell.
there is doughy. Over here is rubbery.
Yeah,
And
you
I'm
wrong.
like, you just angered two nations.
Yeah, you wrong. That ain't it.
I acknowledge I was I said the wrong word.
That ain't it. Did you try the buffalo?
Huh?
I guess that's a no.
No.
This man went to the south of Italy. Don't never go to anywhere in the south of Italy, especially if you can get down towards Naples.
He got the same dish
or Rome.
twice.
But the mozzarella, it's called buffalo.
I did not. Now you gotta realize.
What did you get twice?
Carbonara.
Oh, see, that's cool, but like it's like all right.
That was what Lucas Panzica said I had to try.
Lucas don't know for real. He knows, but he really
there.
I know he don't really know though. Like,
Well, see the problem.
Isn't his family still there?
See,
Hey, don't mess with Slay when he's on this.
Slay, the problem with it is that I was with my wife's family, and none of them eat cheese.
Zeph, are you putting blame
No,
on someone else?
no, I'm just saying, like cheese is not in their diet. They're all lactose intolerant.
That's cool. They ain't got nothing to do with you ordering
know.
your food. Like I'm telling you, if you would have tried, I used to be the same way. Like we were coming from a trip from Naples, riding the bus, going back up toward middle of Italy. Dog, I thought it was the gross. Is it grossest? Most gross. Grossest.
The grossest.
It was the grossest thing on earth. They stopped the bus on the side of the road where a person was selling the mozzarella, the buffalo. I'm like, everybody got off the bus. Randolph Childress, Joby, all of them getting up. Dog, we got to have this going back. Like, dog, y'all stopping the bus to get cheese on the side of the road? Y'all done lost in the South where it's hot.
This is like when you were at UT and Jerry Green stopped the bus to go to the liquor store.
Dude, everybody got off. I was like, hell no, I'm not doing that. That sounds stupid. Man, I was so mad at myself when I got back up there because I tried it. You talking about fresh.
Yeah.
Good gosh.
You
It
just
is
eat it.
phenomenal. You just eat it. You can take a little
Like
fork.
an apple.
That's how they come in buffalo balls, the mozzarella balls. And you sit there, you slice it with your fork, take a bite of it. Oh, it's so good.
Buffalo balls.
Now, Rome did have these
I
like,
like that.
I don't know those.
Rome did have these. Lucas told me
You
the
get that
name
on
of them,
there
but
as
I can't remember them.
What?
It's these fried rice balls. They got like rice and cheese in it. They're deep fried.
He just rolled his eyes at you.
Yeah,
You
come
can't
on,
see
man.
him,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
he did.
He's not impressed with Lucas's advice.
Come
here.
on,
Like,
Pan. You better than that, Pan.
Really? You're saying Lucas gave me some bad
Yeah,
suggestions?
Pan just doing stuff. Did you try any of my restaurants or you only went with Pan stuff? Because you made me give you a list of stuff. Did you only go with Pan's ideas and suggestions or did you go with any of mine? Because the next time
You
I'm
did give me
never...
a Mexican restaurant in Italy.
Dude.
I did not go to a Mexican restaurant in Italy. I will say that.
So you think they just over there? You think they just
sure
like,
they're-
oh, you know what? Let's put a Mexican restaurant. It ain't got to be good. We just put a Mexican restaurant over
It's
there.
like, I did not go
What?
to Italy to eat Mexican food.
Well, I mean, you can eat Mexican food in the United States of America.
No, don't even go. So over here, you cool with doing it.
Yeah. What? Yeah. I didn't go to Mexico.
This is an incredible
Look, I went
conversation.
to
No,
Mexico last
So
year.
it's
I didn't
okay on Tuesdays to have Taco Tuesday. All of a sudden, a made up damn near holiday, but you won't have it over there. What? That don't even make sense, Zelf.
Listen. My goal was to eat pizza and pasta. That's what I ate. Pizza and pasta.
You just start talking about you eating rice, fried up like a little ball.
Well, that was an appetizer. It was a starter. I also went to Spain, so I had some paella and empanadas.
That's where you could get the Mexican.
That's
Did you
all
drink
now.
wine?
I did,
Not a boy.
but I only got the house stuff. 'cause
I
the
know
real
you
stuff
had a
was
horrible
expensive.
trip.
The
I know
house
you had a
stuff
horrible
is
trip.
pretty
The house
great.
stuff is on
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
You don't need the bottle. You need to
don't
bring it
need
out in the
the-
vase.
yeah.
like,
The non-house stuff, those prices were
Why'd you even go? Why'd you even go?
Because I got to go see the Coliseum, and that was really cool.
He loved the Coliseum. So
Smaller than you thought, didn't
he
you?
went to the
No,
Coliseum
bigger than I thought.
having not seen the Gladiator or Gladiator 2, so he watched both of those movies on the way home.
Phenomenal. And Oppenheimer. All three in a row.
Oppenheimer. I fell asleep in Oppenheimer. I woke. You know what woke me up in Oppenheimer?
The bomb.
The bomb.
That's
the
the
same thing
quiet
to me.
part.
It's the same thing to me.
When the bomb goes off, it's quiet.
No, it wasn't.
No, dude, it rocked the whole theater.
Zeph, we not listening to you about nothing.
What?
Let's go. What else we got to you?
We got to go to break.
I thought we were going to play Slay's
Oh, yeah. I've got
When
that.
Slay Was High.
Slade, you want to set this up?
Slave fighting anesthesia.
Okay, yeah. So I like to fight anesthesia or any of the little drips, like when you got to have surgery, when they try to put you to sleep.
It's like you against the world?
Yeah, and I really feel like that. So
like
everybody,
Tupac Tuesday?
Yeah, and this time I had like 4 nurses around me. One was Whitney. I'll never forget Whitney's name. Whitney, Chris was there, and it was 3 more. And I can't remember all their names, but this was me inviting them for a night out.
Really?
Y'all don't really have a lot of off days, do you?
Weekends.
Okay, so I can choose a day and I can invite everybody.
You're under the influence right now.
No.
She's trying to help you.
Change.
I'm a fighter of the influence.
Are you?
So, yeah.
We always win.
Yeah. Whitney, I'm not going.
I know you'll give us a good fight, but we always
Yes.
win.
Okay, well, I'm just telling y'all, before I get too sedated, cigars and bourbon.
So everybody out there, Chris is recording it.
We always win.
Whitney, y'all don't always win, Whitney. And I wasn't going to win this one.
She won.
Next thing I knew, I was out.
Gone.
I mean, out of there.
I like how she was trying to save you from saying something, and you're like,
he didn't care.
I would have said this
hell no.
stone sober.
Yeah, I'm cool. Like, y'all don't like cigars and bourbon? Y'all just said Dr. Rob,
So
the
that
person
was
that's
the
doing
last
surgery.
thing you said before you were out
Yeah,
was
and it
cigars
was
and
because
bourbon.
somebody said Dr. Rob likes bourbon. And so it was automatic in my head, his nurses got to like it too. So we all ought to get together after a successful surgery.
Have a party.
And have a party. Cigars and bourbon. Y'all ain't with this? This is what my train of thought was.
That is phenomenal.
Nobody showed up.
All right. Maybe they will later. We'll get to the top defensive tackle list. Where's Big Jeff? That's next 3HL.
All right. Want to tell you about medical house calls, medicalhousecalls.com. Here's the deal. Let's say you are a mom and you've got multiple kids and it's crazy summer and you're trying to work and you're juggling sickness and missing work while trying to get doctor's appointments and make it all work in your schedule. Well, guess what? Medical House Calls can help you out. The process super simple. You call or text Medical House Calls. Their teams assess what you need within minutes. Book your visit after a quick chat. They schedule your visit day of, by the way, and medical providers will be at your door to deliver the care that gets you or your children or anybody back as soon as possible. Medical House Calls brings back concierge medicine. No more waiting in those germ-filled urgent care rooms. No more appointments that do not fit your schedule, and transparent pricing. It's upfront, not confusing. You can use HSA, FSA cards just like any other doctor's appointments. Medical House Calls makes your life easier. Oh, and by the way, and if you need a prescription, they will give it to you right there. So you don't even have to, ignore 5 texts from the pharmacy saying that your prescription's ready and you need to go pick it up. 7 days a week, Monday through Sunday, same day appointments available, next day guaranteed. 615-838-2375. That's 838-2375. medicalhousecalls.com.
Hey, man, I got to clip up a story when we get back, from the anesthesia story. But thanks, Dr. Rob. Hey, man, shout out to KellamStemCellInstitute.com. Listen here, man, you need to get over there when you get some holistic stem cell therapy. Listen, this is your body, your cells, your solution. They can not only harvest your body's stem cells, but also store them for future and continued use. These cells are your body's own healing cells, harvested and redeployed based on your needs. Stem cells attack the inflammation in the body, and we all know that autoimmune disorders derive from inflammation. So if it's congestive heart failure, lung issues, autism, arthritis, whatever it is, man, get this number down, jot it down, or matter of fact, just call it right now, 615-850-4415, 615-850-4415. Get in there, get you a consultation with Dr. Ethan Kellum, and salute to him for coming back with the under-19 championship with the USA team, man. Way to go. So get in there, have your consultation with Dr. Kellum, let him walk you through exactly what you need to get done and how it can help. KellamStemCellInstitute.com.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Grizzlies lost to Utah 112-111 in NBA Summer League action. Former Tennessee guard Jemai Mashack got in the game and played 23 minutes. He hadn't practiced with them yet, but he had 5 points, 9 assists, 4 rebounds. I think he had 2 steals and a block shot, too.
Who needs practice, Joel?
Apparently not him.
But I'm telling you, though, dog, that's how important fit is.
What's impressive to me, though, is that he had 9 assists having not practiced with a bunch of guys.
So, so here it is. Let me go out here, play hard, and play the right way. If everybody else is going to play the right way and you understand what your role is not to go out there and score 15, but to do all the little things to impact the game as the 9th, 10th
Be
man
Tony Allen.
Come on, man.
What'd you think of the 10 fouls there, Slay?
I thought, man, going into it, I'm glad they changed that rule.
I love that you can't foul out.
Yeah, that's the best thing ever. Because you got to think, dog, that's like, what are you out there? You're out there to play. These people that are playing are trying to play for not the third option on teams or the fourth. These are the guys that are trying to be the blue-collar guys to fit on teams or get other teams to notice them. Yeah, play. So how do you do that? Play hard. And on a team where you got 4 days to practice with each other, like, you're not going to get no chemistry like that. You're going to go out there and be fouling all the time.
Right, and he had just gotten there. The Grizz play again today at 6 o'clock on ESPN+, so you can check him out.
I love that, man, because it was stupid when we were in. I think we still had 6 fouls. And then that's how you get people just playing up and down, shooting freelance shots.
They draw a bunch of fans now.
Yeah.
Were they doing that then?
Yeah, but they do it better now because they host it instead of hosting it at I think it's what's Utah's arena.
Yeah.
Hosting at a big old arena, they host it at a college. You know what I mean? And the more people fit in there, people can afford it. Mm-hmm. So it's a little different. But Vegas, I'm telling y'all, that's where you want to go, man. You want to be able to see some players, especially early on. People that can't afford tickets and going to NBA games, like, everybody is out there. Like, all the star players, all the franchise guys.
They're hanging out.
They're hanging out, and they are approachable. Like, I can't count the times where I saw a kid walk up and them be sitting courtside and them not sign an autograph or take time out. They know what they're going there for. Mm-hmm. It's to support their team and get the fanfare. So it's dope.
By the way, Dr. Rob, you said,
Yes.
I know one of them nurses was named Whitney. I'll never forget her. So Dr. Rob texted you.
He said the name wasn't Whitney.
Drugs are powerful.
I'll never forget that name.
It was Brittany. My bad, Brittany. I mean, hey, Brittany Whitney.
I mean, you were adamant. Her name's Whitney. I'll never forget that name.
Like, how you get the name wrong, Slay? Come on, man.
I love how the nurses said, "Hey, man, we never lose." And you go, "Yeah, man, I fight it. And then you were out.
Yeah,
that was it.
I was gone. Next thing I know, Dr. Rob was waking me up. That was the next thing I knew. Like,
name's Brittany.
I'll never forget Whitney.
That was tough right there. Shame on me.
Anesthesia.
Oh.
Yeah, he said it is an 100% rate.
Oh, yeah.
It's batting 100%. 1,000%.
Kind of like may or may not be funny.
It's on
That
point.
would really suck if you're betting
100.
just 100.
That was me. I was betting 100.
Yeah, if only 1 out of 10 times anesthesia worked.
That might be a problem.
That'd be a tough blow. That'd be like Babs as a Civil War medic.
Yeah, that ain't going to get it.
Just bite this bullet. It'll be okay. I mean, saw off this leg.
Should be too busy to be like, wow, that's cool. Your arm's gone before, saving the guy.
Babs loves that stuff.
I know now all my feeds are
They sure are.
all that stuff. Yeah.
Pick right up on it.
Jeremy Fowler from ESPN asked league executives and coaches and scouts to rank each NFL position. They did quarterbacks yesterday, coming up with a top 10 at each position. Today it was defensive tackles. Where is Big Jeff ranked in the top 10 defensive tackle list? Well, number 1, Dexter Lawrence, New York Giants. 9 sacks last year. Dominant run defender. He was double teamed 74.5% of the time.
Where's he at? New York?
New York Giants.
Yeah. Okay.
Number 2, Chris Jones, Kansas City Chiefs, one of the best interior defenders in the last decade. He has 40 sacks in the last 4 years, most among defensive tackles.
No argument.
I think I would have put him 1, but
that dude is.
Probably make
but you got, remember he set out too, though.
School,
yeah, that's true.
And
He did.
they spaced out his they took back some of his reps.
I will say this. I'll read from
Still effective though.
Jeremy Fowler's report. One veteran NFL coach called Chris Jones, quote, increasingly one-dimensional, end quote.
Really?
Oh, I hope you see that.
Best defensive tackles in the league take over the run and pass, and there were moments where you just didn't notice Jones much, the coach said. The best at that position crashed the game no matter what.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, though. They used him sparingly, you know what I'm saying, and cut back on his reps.
No,
for him to be fresh in the playoffs.
They're saying they need to cut back more. Is what
even
what
more?
Yeah, one potential issue is usage. Jones played 728 snaps last year, higher than several tackles on this list. At age 30, playing heavy snaps through 18 of a possible 20 games, including playoffs. Did he wear down a little bit? Don't be surprised if Kansas City manages his snaps more efficiently in 2025 to maximize Jones's splash play ability.
So guess what? You need to go find him a Devondre Sweat. Get him some help.
Yep. Number 3 on this list, Jalen Carter, Philadelphia Eagles. He's only 24 years old, 2 years. Second team All-Pro already. Pro Bowler, Super Bowl champ last year. Fowler wrote, the only thing keeping him out of the top 2 is experience.
That's it. You remember
that
when we were talking about this?
Yes, you loved him when he came out.
Kept on talking about this. Everybody was talking about everything circulating and the problems he's going to be. Dog, when you talented like that and you get into a different circumstance, all that can change.
They did mention that.
I knew it was going to be tough, man.
By the way, if you're on hold, I'll get right to you after we talk about Jeff Simmons, who is listed number 4 on this list. Tennessee Titans. I'll just read the whole thing here that Fowler wrote. Simmons has been a staple in the top 10 due to unique power that some evaluators consider the best in the league. He has risen to as high as number 2 on the list because of the problems he gives opposing guards and centers. But evaluators are trying to make sense of his lack of production last season, including 5 sacks and 9 quarterback hits, the latter of which ranked next to last in the top 10 or honorable mention categories among players who played most or all of the season. An NFC executive said, still dominant versus the run. I didn't see the same pass rush explosion. Others cut Simmons slack, noting that he was playing on a bad team without much support on the outside, and that was a factor. One coach noted that Danico Autry, a Titan from 2021 to 2023, before signing with Houston as a free agent, was an underrated edge rusher next to Simmons, and that the two played well off each other. Morale gets low, and it's hard to rush when you're always playing from behind, an NFL coordinator said. Still one of the most complete players in the league.
I agree with all that.
So how do you think the 20-pound weight loss will affect him?
I still think you're going to have to have help. Like,
where did he get to? He got to like 300. I think he said he wants to play at like 308, 310. So I think he wants to put a little bit more on. But I do wonder about that.
So
I think that's a valid question.
I do. Well, now, of course, I think Jarrell Casey, towards the end of his career when he went vegan and lost all that weight, and I felt like he lost a little bit of his skill set with it. Totally different players, but you know what I'm saying.
Yep.
But Big Jeff tweeted a picture, because what did he say? Yeah, he said it was year 1 and then the arrow to year 7, and you can tell, I think, a significant difference in weight and stature and all of it.
Leaning up.
Yeah.
One of the things too, my bad, Zoe, one of the things too that they got to throw in there, him playing through injury the last 2 years. So
yeah.
Yeah.
I guess.
Well, and a lot of people don't know that because he didn't talk about it. He I want to say broke it on our show when he jumped on with us, talking about in what bad shape he was in.
He talked about the injury that he
as
had
far
not
as
talked
injury.
about before. Yep. He definitely did that. Jeremy on YouTube, I live in Paducah, Kentucky, and this is why I still listen to The Zone every day after moving back from Nashville.
Hey, I love Paducah.
The National Quilt Museum is in Paducah, Kentucky.
Okay, I didn't know that. That is not why I love Paducah.
National Quilt.
I know weird things, like.
Funny story. I did a pageant back in the day, like 13 years old, in Paducah, Kentucky, with Justin Timberlake.
What in the world?
What y'all doing together?
That's amazing.
I didn't do it with him. We were both in the same pageant.
What was he doing?
He did kids pageants back in the day. He won every single talent award ever. I did beat him once.
You did?
Yep.
But ventriloquist?
Did.
Way to go, Babs.
You hear that, JT? JT lives here. Be hilarious if he was listening right
Whooping
now.
you, JT.
What was the
You ain't
name
nothing.
of that pageant in
It
particular?
don't even matter. You won it.
Yeah.
I know, but
it
I'll
was
find out the name.
It was the
talented Justin Timberlake.
I did.
one of the
I
most
think that should be a
talented
resume.
people. Yeah, one of the most talented people in the world.
Yep.
That should be on your resume. I
should be.
out-talented Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
At 13.
No, you don't have to put
13.
that.
Oh, okay. With ventriloquism?
You don't have to
Probably
put
don't
that
have
either.
to put that either.
No,
Right.
no, I out-talented Justin Timberlake. That's all
I
you do.
guarantee.
story, Babs.
I guarantee. You know how athletes always remember the losses? I guarantee he remembers that.
know that.
That damn girl beat me with ventriloquism.
Probably. That stupid doll
I'm out here
act. What a
dancing and
joke.
singing. And
Those judges didn't know what they were doing.
They did. They knew it was
Going
bad.
back to Jeff
Timberlake, call us.
Going back to Jeff Simmons, do you think that because Tavondre Sweat is set to take that next step, maybe he plays a little bit more inside, and with the weight loss, maybe Jeff Simmons plays a little bit faster, and you can push him maybe towards the edges a little bit more?
I know what Albert Hainsworth told us twice.
Mm-hmm.
I would have both those guys go 2 steps up the field. First 2 steps up the field, not sliding, not going horizontal.
But guess what? Guess what it did though? Him sliding and going east and west. Remember when Harold Landry went on that little streak of getting them sacks?
Yeah.
It was because Big Jeff taking on other linemen and letting him loop or come up, whatever you call it, twist behind and being
Eating
able to
them
go
up.
get the quarterback. Yeah. So with him being in that, I wonder, like, don't decoy him. Don't use him as a decoy. Let him be the one to go eat. Can Tavondre respect
Those
the decoy
were
now?
the quietest 9 sacks I've ever
That's
seen.
that's what I'm saying.
But every one of them was on a play like that where he just came free.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Big Jeff was eating 2 people. So, like, dog,
I think that's why he gets a little frustrated.
it
too,
is. People
with-
don't see the people don't see it.
don't look at the actual tape
Just see
and
the stats.
to see. They just see stats
Yep.
and don't realize what an impact he makes. That's why I love that he's 4 on this list.
Yeah.
because
I thought it would have been
Fowler
lower.
people are recognize that.
Yep.
You know,
I thought it would have been lower.
and you certainly can't ignore the fact that the defense was on the field quite a bit
No
and
question.
that they
No
were
question.
not good.
That also shows
there's
that
no
he's not a
edge
guy
rush.
just out there saying, you know what, forget the scheme or whatever. I'm chasing stats. Him sacrificing these numbers like that to let somebody else eat.
Uncle Bob in Spring Hill, UB, what's up?
Hey, thanks for taking the call.
Yes, sir.
Just real quick, does my heart good to see the team back together, all 3 of you? And Ron, I'm glad you got through that. Real quick, I got a good friend that just had that done. He showed me his scar, and then I went from there to YouTube and see how that procedure's done. My word.
Crazy.
That,
Yeah,
oh,
Babs has
my
done it.
God. So, listen, I
That's serious.
appreciate y'all. I'm glad you're back. And, Ron, I know you, whatever the PT people tell you to do, you'll double up on that.
I absolutely am. I appreciate that, Uncle Bob. Yep.
See y'all.
Thank you, Uncle
Thanks,
Bob.
Uncle Bob.
I can't wait. I don't even know
UB.
what my scar looked like. I can't wait to see my scar.
Matt Murphy showed his scar from his shoulder surgery.
Yeah.
And
WTN.
he showed a little bit more than just his scar. His nipple popped out on WTN TV.
Oh, is that a violation?
I was about to say, yeah, you can't flash nobody on WTN.
Murphy had a nip slip?
Yes, he did on TNTV yesterday. Towards the end of the show. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
I think he made a bet with because Jackson's over there producing for them.
Oh, I forgot.
because
He's
they had
going
to
back and
fill in.
forth. Yeah.
And I
Smiley.
think they made a bet that if they got like 100 likes or 100 comments or something, then he would show the scar. And he took it. He was unbuttoning his shirt, showed a little bit more than a scar.
Like
Well-
Janet Jackson.
Yeah. And Justin Timberlake. Matrix.
That can only happen on 3HL. Tell your
What the
irrigation
hell?
guy what up, Savage.
Babs doesn't even care.
What the
That's
hell?
right in the Matrix.
Man, Babs is in Amazon land. You can forget about her for the next 3 days.
Jeff
brother.
Bezos is about to buy a new pool thanks to Don.
It's over with.
She is. Look at her. You didn't even hear that, did you?
I know what she's doing.
I just looked at it.
I'm telling you, she ain't playing.
You're funding Jeff Bezos'
Hardy, you're in trouble, bro.
second summer house.
Does he own
Second summer.
Amazon?
No, that dude's got like tens of
Yes.
them.
Yeah, what?
He's got billions.
Probably gave 2 or 3 of them away.
I don't know.
No, I mentioned Murphy had a nip slip, and he's like Janet Jackson. I go, and Justin Timberlake, Matrix.
I know.
Yeah, you do.
You guys know we live in the Matrix.
Misty and Bon Aqua. Misty, what
Hey,
up?
look at my girl.
Hey, how's my favorite group of people?
What's up, mister?
Making it.
Hey, Slay.
Yes, ma'am.
How are you doing?
I'm fighting a good fight, Misty. That's what I'm doing.
Who's in the damn building?
I'm in the building.
I just want to let you know how truly blessed we are that you're back. And my grandson, my 4-year-old grandson, has been so worried about you.
Man.
Is he the one that said in the building?
Yeah.
Yes.
What's his name, Misty?
Beckham.
Beckham, man. Yeah, first of all, that's a hell of a name. Hey, Beckham, man. Yeah, I'm hanging in there, Beckham, dude. I got him in good hands with Dr. Rob and Miss Nikki.
I explained to him what happened.
Brittany.
He wanted me to go whoop the doctor's butt for cutting your leg off. I said, baby, he didn't cut his leg off. He just made it better.
Now, he actually saved it after all the finding out what's wrong with it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he was really worried. He's like, Mimi, I haven't heard who's in the building. I'm in the building. I said, baby, he will be back. I promise. He is good.
Yeah,
he
man.
has been worried about you.
Man, thank you, Beckham. At least you out there worrying about me, Beckham. Don't nobody else care.
But then we were truly blessed that you are good and you're back on the show. You have been missed.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I miss
That
you
is
guys, too.
so true. Thank you, Misty.
Yeah.
All right, y'all have a great day.
All right,
Yes,
you too.
ma'am.
See you, Misty.
615-737-1045. Derry and White House. Is that right, Derry?
There.
Daryl. Sorry, that was my bad.
I was wondering about that. Daryl.
I'm like,
What's up, Daryl?
My bad.
Hey, just checking in with Ron. Welcome to the new knee club.
Hey, man, what's happening over here, man? It's all right, boy. Y'all dancing around. There's some nice things going on in the knee club.
Good deal.
or there will be.
Yo, not for me yet.
Well, I knew you was in good hands with Dr. Rob. I remember talking to you about replacing both of mine a couple
Yup.
weeks ago. So I'm glad to hear you're doing well.
Man,
And
I appreciate it.
you know the secret to the rehab. You'll be fine.
Yes, sir. My man.
But I'm sure you can tell already how much better it feels.
Oh, my gosh. Man, it's no question. You know what the funny part is? I'm not even all the way healed, but I know how much pain I was in before the knee surgery. And I didn't realize the pain I was in. That's the wildest part.
Oh,
I just literally told Slade during the break, I was like, you have so much more life in you right
Yeah,
now
I was hurting.
than before the surgery.
I was hurting.
Yeah.
well, you don't realize how much the pain drags you down.
It does, yep. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right.
So, well, my brother, welcome to the new knee club. Glad to hear you're doing well, and just do what they say. And like I said, Dr. Rob has my scars, some of the cleanest scars out there. Everybody ever sees them said, man, hey, you had a good surgeon. I said, I had one of the best.
Oh, he gonna love that too, boy. Don't blow his head up too much, man. Yeah, all right, Dr. Rob. You straight.
Thank you, Daryl.
He's
Appreciate
good.
you.
He's
Appreciate
good.
it,
well,
man.
And
No doubt.
his assistant, Sierra, is who I always see when I go back. So
Okay.
hopefully you know who that is.
Yep.
She does a great job for him. So
Yep. I
Thank you,
appreciate it,
Daryl.
man.
y'all take care. Good to
All
see
right.
you, Ron.
Yep.
Appreciate
You
it.
too, bro.
3HL bingo card when we come back. Stay tuned.
What's happening, y'all? Cairo scammers. That's what we need to talk about. These people out here that just trying to take advantage of you. They're out there. And if you got an accident or anything like that, Bart Durham Injury Law is the people that you need to call and let them do the fighting for you. Now, this is an important message, and this comes straight from our good friends over at Bart Durham Injury Law. Some lawyers, they chase ambulances. They'll do anything just to get your attention. It's not what Blair Durham and his team do. Everybody that's over at Bart Durham Injury Law, they have the same mission, the same goal, and that is to protect you and fight for you. Now, if someone calls you after a wreck, they're breaking the law. You understand that? There are lawyers breaking the law. Marine veteran Blair and the team at Bart Durham Injury Law, they don't play those type of games. When you make the call, they answer. They're local, trusted, and ready to fight for you. No gimmicks, just a team that's on your side from the start. So if you or someone you love is ever in a wreck, remember this number, 615-242-9000. 615-242-9000, local, trusted, ready to fight for you. Bart Durham Injury Law.
World, baby.
We need to make an announcement.
We do?
Your mic is on, Babs.
Mine too. I ain't no. Been a while since I've been in here.
Tupac Tuesday, Brent Doherty, Don Davenport, Ron Slay.
Yes, indeed.
Back in the building. You said you had an announcement?
Yeah, I got an announcement. It's an ask and an announcement at the same time.
Oh.
Yeah. So all the people out there that deal in disabilities, I don't know if this is the way to start this, but I'm going to go down this road anyway. I'm disabled, and we're going to SEC Media Day.
Yeah.
And we got a lot of little stuff to get around.
We're leaving Sunday afternoon.
Leaving Sunday afternoon. Today is what?
Tuesday
afternoon. Tuesday evening.
And SEC Media Days is at the College Football Hall of Fame.
Hall of Fame. And we are staying, how many miles? 4 miles or 4 minutes?
No.
4 minute walk for
4-minute
for a normal person. That
Yeah,
can
for
walk.
a normal walk. I'm on a walker. So I need to find out who has a electric
wheelchair.
wheelchair.
Like scooter type thing. That's something you can sit on.
Like the
one
ones
that break
they have
down.
them at the grocery store.
They got them at
sometimes.
Disneyland.
They got them at Disney. Yeah.
You break down, you can break it down, put it in a car, and roll on out. That's what I need, y'all. So
Roll
if anybody
out.
like that, y'all hit us up. Zeph, call Zeph.
Otherwise, what are we going to do?
I'm just going to be late. Or get an Uber, or somebody had to drop me off and then come back, and then drop the van off and then come back.
What if me and Babsy just carry you? Kirby
That's gonna
could
be
carry
tough.
you. I bet Kirby could carry you.
Yeah,
Kirby
that'll
would
go
want to
over
carry me. I don't want Kirby to carry me.
He would want to do it just
You
to
did,
prove
Savage.
he
You
could.
did offer to give me a scooter, Savage. You did. Savage offered 2 weeks ago to give me a scooter.
Oh,
He
Ramon
did?
Foster in the chat.
And he offered to give me the Sprinter van too, but at the time, his Sprinter can't get up to my hill because it's sitting low. My hill's so steep, so it'll.
Can you get in that Sprinter van?
Oh hell yeah! I'm getting in it.
Well, we're going to be at
Are
Brian.
you going to let me drive it?
We're gonna talk to a couple people.
We're going to be at Brian Motorsports on Friday for a remote.
Yeah.
So maybe
Oh,
they
yeah.
can hook you up with something.
Yeah,
Some
maybe Brian's Motorsports
Yeah.
had it.
Yeah, I got to find something though, because I ain't gonna be able to do this. But I did say I could use the
Do you
walker
think
to my
Ramon
advantage.
would let me drive his Sprinter van?
I think he would, Babs, but I think it got to be under the right circumstance. Where you going? You know what I mean? A
We're
lot of
going
things
to
like that.
Atlanta.
Yeah, I think
He's trying to dance around it. You just keep coming right back
know.
at it. It's like you're interrogating him.
Like he's ignoring me. He's ignoring my question.
No, I think he trusts you a lot, Babs. I just think, you know what I mean, we gotta evaluate some things.
He trusts you a lot. What a great answer. Are you running for office?
No, I know he does. Just saying, looking at her
That
vehicles.
literally
that
didn't
she
answer
owns.
her question at all. Yeah, he trusts her.
He
Dude,
does trust her.
okay. Do you trust me?
To
That's
drive the
question.
Sprinter van to Atlanta. See, you got to be direct, Babs.
Oh, Savage,
says
slow
yes.
down, Savage.
Savage said you're a truck
Savage.
driver now, Babs. You can definitely drive it.
Hey, I'm in on this. Let's see what
Listen,
happens.
Savage is gone by the time we get here. He's never taken a walk around Bab's truck to see
To see what?
a new truck, how nice it is.
Are you talking about all the dings in it? Now listen, some of those are the parking garage at the airport is real tight, and they have like concrete blocks everywhere.
Garage made out of concrete.
Yeah,
now, Babs.
here we go. Here we go. What else? What else we got?
Cars
I mean,
in there,
and some of it's because
people.
other people are not considerate and open their doors on it
Is that what it is?
because it's a big truck.
Oh, Savage.
I'm all for her driving the Sprinter van. I'll sit back there with you and watch movies and see what happens.
Hey.
Slay is on painkillers, and he still won't give me the yes.
No, I trust Babs. Let's just.
What has nothing to do with that?
I know.
No.
Oh, my goodness.
Dude. Oh,
What the
that's a
hell?
good trip.
That's 3HL.
baby.
3HL bingo card. Your meniscus partied like it was 1999. I said that.
It was gone.
Because that's when it was gone.
Oh, yeah, sure did. I missed that.
You did? It was early in the show.
Yeah, I was gone then.
You were still gone. Yeah. Chunky Junkie is in her own boom boom room.
Yes.
Ain't that the truth?
Door's locked.
Slay said, I've got contraptments.
I don't know what that was. Contraption.
Somebody messaged in because I was saying ridiculous things. So Ron is the one on painkillers?
Right? And that one is
That's
accurate.
very true.
Slay said, Brian Kelly wasting a lot of people's time with L's and dancing.
Yeah. What was his thing?
That should be a T-shirt right there. That should be a
That's so
T-shirt.
true,
LSU would
too.
love that.
Oh, man. Drugged up Slay is just like me. That was Babs.
That's right.
Matt Murphy had a nip slip on WTN.
That's all right there. Get a Murph dog.
I've got a couple to add.
Okay, what you got?
Brent, babies were getting hung in the 70s.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I got one from Dawn. Seeing all the blown up limbs, I was in heaven.
What? When did she say that?
She was talking about the 4th of July. She said, I got to see all the blown up limbs. I was in heaven.
All her videos that came across her timeline.
This is what Babs looks
Hey,
forward
they
to.
were all warnings. Watch out when you do fireworks.
Nobody listened.
Just
Watch
has
out.
Jason Pierre-Paul.
Yep.
He has no
Yeah.
right hand. Or right fingers on his right hand.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Who's our guy? Austin in Chicago?
Yeah.
Stanley.
No.
Huff.
Austin.
Yeah, darn.
Yeah, his parents live here. Shout out to the Huffs.
What up, Huffs?
He put out a corked bat. Happy July 3rd and a half, and it was Jason Pierre-Paul waving.
Oh, man.
See.
I was like, you are wrong for that.
That's just wrong.
Oh, Huff Daddy.
Slay, we're glad you're back.
I'm glad to be back, y'all.
Glad you're back, dude.
Let's see how the response goes for tomorrow.
Ooh,
Yeah.
check out Scoot Around Rentals. Delivers to your hotel.
In Atlanta,
Yeah.
scoot around rentals.
We just need to put it on the Sprinter van.
Yeah, that's what we
for
we're
Babs
trying to
drive
keep
us
this
down.
rolling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
I could ride it in the Sprinter van. Have a party.
No, you won't. See?
Let me leave you with this quote from Robin Williams. Everyone you meet is fighting a battle you know nothing about. Be kind, always. Love y'all. Appreciate you guys including us in your day and in your lives. We do not take that for granted, nor do we take that lightly. Have a great night. Good night. God bless.
See ya.
Wouldn't want to be you unless you were going to shout out to Brittany. I thought it was Whitney all this time. Whitney does not work there.
Slay's back, y'all.
He's back.
Yeah.